Halloween. Excuse me. Your boy is back in the hosting hot seat, and oh my, what an episode we have for you. I think this might be even more of a bust-up than our Sinners and Thunderbolts episode. I predict the most controversy, the most arguments, the most angry Andrew Grayson you have ever seen. People, start your Batmobiles. It's time for With Mates Ranked. What's happening, troops, and welcome back to With Mates Ranked. I'm your host, Craig Andrew Mooney, and I'm delighted to be back with our most popular spin-off, our only spin-off, but it's for now our most popular spin-off. And joining me for this very special Halloween episode of With Mates Ranked, he is the smackiest of smacks. It's Polly Smack. Paul, start it.
Hello there, Mr. Craig Money. Let us not stand on ceremony here, Mr. Money. Oh, what?
Save it for later, Paul. Save it for later, please. Oh my God. Just save it. Save it. That beautiful Mark Wahlberg impression. Just save it for later, okay? And he is usually the Iceman, but hey, we're in the DC universe, so let's call him Mr. Freeze. It's Baby Boone, Joseph Boone.
It is a pleasure to be here, and Craig, it's great. It's great to be here.
Fantastic.
Hello.
Fantastic. Yeah. And he is the podcast hosting wizard. It's And After Grey, Andrew Grayson.
I'm Batman.
It's gone. Get mask on.
I take this shit very seriously, as you can tell.
But because of your
That's what you
earphones,
tell.
you can't really see the bat spite, so it just looks like you just look like a
The
gimp.
guy from Pulp Fiction.
No bad for 15 quid, that's what I'm saying.
It's Andrew Gimpson.
You can see them here.
Not very well, you can't.
Oh
Sorry.
my God. Guys, we're all back together. It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
This is the first time that we've all been back since Joseph went on his massive trip
Exactly.
away, his gap year.
Was not
Yeah.
a holiday. I was
Yeah.
fucking working, mate. I was sweating in my ass.
He was in Lisbon.
How was it, Joseph?
He was having the
Tell
sunshine.
the audience. How was it, Joseph? Tell the audience.
I ate 32 custard tarts. It was fun. It was awful.
Are they not? Is it not pastel de nata?
Pastéis de nata, yeah.
Pastéis de nata.
Yeah, we're only actually in Lisbon for 5 days, so I averaged 6 and a bit tarts a day.
Pastel de nata.
They were good. Oh, they were so fucking
I love
good.
custard.
If you find yourself in Lisbon, they're so good. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Oh, the impressions are going to be rife in this episode. Aren't
I'm there.
they? Oh my
Do you
word.
want me to take it off before we start?
The shirt, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think, I don't know.
No, don't leave it on. Leave it on. Oh,
you
Yeah, done the makeup, yeah.
Fantastic.
It was the full fucking hot
Fantastic,
bags.
mate.
Something in the
Amazing.
way.
The sad thing is, though, is like
Amazing.
if people don't watch the start of this podcast now, they're not going to know it's Batman. They might think it's Home Alone 3 reference. But let's just fucking hedge our bets.
Is it Home Alone 3? Is it Batman? Let's go.
We'll save that for Christmas. Right. So, for the watchers, the listeners, old and new, let me do a quick wee recap of how With Mates Ranked works. So, in this case, we have all of the live action Batman films. There's 10 of them. I asked the boys to watch all 10 films, including myself as well. And we all came up with a list ranking the films from worst to best. Now, I then give points based on that list. So, for example, if someone ranks the film the worst, I give it 1 point. If they rank the film the best, I give it 10 points. And everything in between, we add all those scores together to get an official With Mates Ranked list. So, gentlemen, as I always do, as is customary, I will ask for your opinion on what do we think came last in this wonderful list? What do we think came last?
Oh.
Can I see before?
It's
So
not
before we
Batman
start,
Forever.
guess. See if we don't start like.
Mm.
I love you all, and you already kind of fucking hang with at it. Like I'm probably going to agree, but if it's not '60s Batman, I might not come back on.
Andrew, like, it's not like you to get mad about Batman, is it?
I've got a Batman t-shirt on.
It's a Batman episode. I'd look like an idiot if I came here with a Spider-Man top on. No.
That lad needs to calm down now.
I am Batman.
Do the voice.
He has
Do
the
the voice.
definitive answer.
Sorry, wait a minute. I'm Batman.
Oh god.
It needs to be the '60s Batman. Adam West.
It's not going to be the 60s. It
1960s.
can't be the 60s Batman.
It has
It can't be.
It has to be.
It can't be though. It's got to be Batman Forever. It's got to be the.
Are you
Why
taking
would
the piss?
why would the best one be ranked last?
Just hang on.
It makes no
Right,
sense.
Paul, what do you
Joseph.
think's last? Paul, what do you think's last?
I will go for.
We're starting early.
I will say last is the 60s Batman.
Okay. So, Joseph, are you saying Forever? Yeah, Joseph.
I'm saying Batman Forever is the worst one because it is the worst one.
Okay. So, here we go, guys, and I think this is probably going to be our first shock. So,
Oh boy.
ready? Batman is manipulated by Lex Luthor to fear Superman. Superman's existence is meanwhile dividing the world, and he is framed for murder during an international crisis. The heroes clash and force the neutral Wonder Woman to re-emerge. Even that synopsis is fucking ridiculous. Right, okay.
I don't hate
I am,
it.
of course,
I don't hate it.
talking. I am, of course, talking about Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. Now, for the Watchers listeners, you might be thinking, why the hell have you included this one, guys? Well, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, but they were insistent that they wanted to have a bit of Ben Affleck Batman in there for a bit of, bit of fun, bit of comparison, see what we thought of his performance as the Caped Crusader. So, we will now, and as again is customary, I'm going to go through each of the panel based on where they rank the film. So the person who ranked the film furthest back in their list will talk first. The person who ranked it the highest on their list will talk last and maybe defend it in some way, depending on where they've put it. So we are coming to Mr. Polly Smack first, because Mr. Polly Smack is the person who put this film number 10 on his list. He ranked it last. So he's got that one right. Paul, please tell us why you put this film last.
You know what? It was actually for one main reason that I ranked this last, and it was I had actually already sent Mr. Mooney my list.
It's true.
And had neglected to include Batman versus Superman. The film was so forgettable, so utterly just that I didn't even include it. So that I thought was earned itself the place on last place for my list, because I just completely forgot I'd even watched it, and I watched the extended one, so there was a lot of hours of watching in there.
Fuck me.
Wow.
Now, just before I anything else gets into it, I'd like to put down the 5 quotes that I noticed from this
Not
film.
again. We'll be
So,
here till
let's
midnight.
see.
Fucking hell.
The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming. Take a bucket of piss and call it Granny's peach tea. Why did you say that name? And I thought she was with you. The most nonsensical line to ever exist in a movie. He thought Wonder Woman was with Superman, despite the fact she has not been with Superman the entire film, and he has in fact spoken with her before. And then, nothing. No, never mind. I do not enjoy this movie.
Oh, was Martha not one? I was getting ready to go, Martha! Martha!
Oh, Martha. Well, why did you say that name? Yeah, Martha. Martha.
Save Martha.
And that's pretty much all I gotta say about this one. There's not much to say. It's too long, too bloated.
It's been a while.
I don't mind the dark. Ben Affleck's not bad, and I quite like him, but it's not worth redeeming this film for.
Fair. Right, so we move on to who ranked the film further up the list. It is only me, and it's only by one, and I rank this film number 8 on my list. So, for me, I also did not watch the extended edition, and this shows you how much I didn't want to, because that one was free, and I rented the theatrical cut, so I didn't have to watch an extra hour of this film.
It's not worth a 350. Just watch the fucking extended one.
Well, I couldn't face it, man. I couldn't face it. So I there was bits of this film that I did enjoy, and I use the term enjoy loosely. I actually quite enjoyed Ben Affleck as Batman. I think he does a decent job. I think he's actually a pretty good Bruce Wayne as well, actually, which is a hard thing to kind of do, because I don't think it's really been done well at all. I'm looking forward to hearing everyone's thoughts on that, because I don't think so far Bruce Wayne's been done that well. Maybe once other than Ben Affleck. So I think it's a difficult one. So there's that aspect to it. But for me, the film is dark. It is so depressing compared to now, when we've got this lovely, beautiful Superman film that we had this year with James Gunn directing. I think that if you can look at that, then look at this, you're just going, what the hell were we thinking with this kind of tone? It's not Batman. It's not Superman. It's not right. And I just did not like it. I mean, Zack Snyder, poor guy, gets a bit of a rough deal on this podcast.
He's a well-renowned, loved director. Zack Snyder.
Everyone loves Zack Snyder. Everyone loves him.
Everyone loves Rebel Moon.
So much so, he gets a film in multiple parts.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And multiple colour contrasts.
Multiple times.
Yep. So that was why it was 8th for me. And the other two lads, you put this at 7th on your list, if I'm right. So yeah. So boys, I'll let you just jump into yourselves. Why was it slightly higher on your list than me and Paul?
I mean, it was an okay film. Like, it wasn't a masterpiece. Wasn't an omni shambles. It was just there. I think there's a great Batman film in there if you take out the Wonder Woman, and you take out the Superman, and you take out the Doomsday, and if I think Ben Affleck had a raw deal as,
I would agree.
He could have had a better run of it. But however, I heard a quote recently, and this kind of like reevaluated how I thought about Batman films, which is, Batman films are really made of what the director thinks is cool at the time, and it really shows with how Batman films are made. However, what the fuck is happening with Lex Luthor?
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. Go for it, Joseph. Take him down a notch.
No, I'll let Andrew do it. He's probably got more history on it than I do.
To me, so the way that I've looked at these films, right, I'm kind of weighing up what's good and what's bad. There's not a lot of good in this, but other films have a lot more bad in them, and that's why I kind of got to where we were. The thing that sticks out to me most in this, that I say is legitimately really good, and I would happily rewatch it at any time, is the Batman fight. Now, I have to take out of my head the fact that Batman does not kill, because he murders at least 3 people during this scene. But the part where he goes to save Martha is so brutal, and it's one of the closest that I've kind of come to, like, because I'm a big fan of the Arkham games. It's the closest feeling to the Arkham games in terms of how he comes in and he's using his stuff.
He felt very Arkham.
Yeah, so to me, I enjoy that. Do I think it suits Batman to punch someone so hard their neck falls into the floor? No, it's not, because he's murdering a man.
Or
and we
use
can
a
accept
fucking
that
gun.
in a game, because it's a game. Whereas watching an actual literal man, there's a bit where he throws a big crate at someone. Really fun, really enjoy that. And then the only other part really that I like, and you said that you feel like Ben Affleck got a raw deal. Everybody in the DCU got the DCEU got a raw deal. Fucking Mark Hamill. Fucking what's Superman's name?
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. It's nearly
Mark
close.
Cavill.
It's nearly close. Henry Cavill gets a raw
Mark
deal.
Cavill.
I don't know if it was Jesse Eisenberg's choice or it was direction, but fuck knows what that Lex Luthor was, especially after getting to see Nicholas Hoult and how well he did.
Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah, it's a fucking long movie that starts with quite a cool concept of Batman was there during Man of Steel, and while everyone was running away, he ran towards it to save people. I'm going, that's quite a cool concept, but you can't get past that the biggest plot device in this was the fact that Batman and Superman's mums both have the same name. It's fucking ridiculous, and it's so much them trying to catch up with the Avengers. Let's get to Justice League and like get her in, get him in, get that. And I'm like, yeah, I think Ben Affleck would have done a good job if he'd got solo stuff. I'm gutted we didn't get a solo Ben Affleck movie. That's why I'm happy to include this in the list. And as I say, I don't think it has as many bad things about it than some of the other movies that we're going to talk about. However, it's only really got one or two good things, and for the most part, it's quite a boring film, and it's especially the extended version is very long. Yes, Paul.
Yeah, right. Come on, Paul.
I just want to bring up a quick note here, and this is regarding all the films, every last one. There is obviously a very clear choice in every film about whether the director or not goes, does Batman care if he kills people? And that the box is either tick yes or tick no, because there are some movies where he just straight up murders a bunch of people in a bunch of these films, particularly the 90s ones. So I'll bring it up if I remember.
The first few films didn't have that rule.
Yeah.
He didn't have that rule in the first few films.
But
You're right.
I like that rule for Batman, and again, this is why it translates better to the games, because you batter fuck out of people, but then you can check the heart monitor and he's still got a heartbeat, but you've absolutely impaled that man with your fist. But Zack Snyder was the most glaring about it. He done an interview and he's like, yeah, someone told me that Batman doesn't kill, and I was just like, why? And I was just like, mate, what are we doing?
There's a
It
bit
was usually the gun that got me.
One of the there's like a kill in like one of the 90s where he just throws somebody off a building, basically.
Yeah.
Caves their head.
Right.
I couldn't believe it.
Okay, let's move on. So here we go. Now this is where things get fun. Or more fun, I should say, because we're going to carry on with the controversy. But this controversy actually comes courtesy of Lara, because Lara has provided us with a couple of tiebreakers in this rank list, because we had a situation where we have had a couple of ties in this list. We didn't know how to sort it out, so we decided, let's go to the person who's really in charge of this podcast, Lara, and ask her for her opinion on what film should go where. So both of these next two films, I should have said Batman vs Superman got 12 points, just so we know. The next two films got 13 points. Okay, so the next two films got 13 points. Now, where this film comes is solely dependent on Lara and also one other person.
Joseph, obviously. You don't even fucking just say his name.
So we have the next film going in at number 9, when Batman deals with a deformed man calling himself the Penguin, wreaking havoc across Gotham with the help of a cruel businessman. A female employee of the latter becomes the Catwoman with her own vendetta. I am, of course, talking about Batman Returns, the second outing of Michael Keaton as
Joseph,
the Caped Crusader. So
I am shocked.
I'm not.
I am
I'm
genuinely shocked.
okay with that.
I
Okay.
am genuinely shocked by that.
Yeah. Paul, I'm sure Paul is quite shocked because of where he's put it. So, let me just do a double check. So yes,
That's
me and Joseph have both put this at number 9. So I'll just kick things off just for quickness. But what I'll say is, I was really flip-flopping on this film for a long time. Like, I didn't really know where to put it. I wasn't really sure how I felt about it. But ultimately, I had to think to myself and think, right, what did I actually enjoy? And I didn't enjoy this film. I was actually quite uncomfortable watching this film. I was really uncomfortable watching this film. Like, it's so dark. The Penguin is, like, really hard to watch at times. Like, in terms of, like, he is a creepy fucking bastard to the point where I don't really want to watch it. It's that bad. I understand the point of doing it that way, but like to the point where I was going as an audience member going, this is too much for me, sorry, for a comic book film. So that was kind of why I didn't like it. However, there are redeeming qualities in the film. I like Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. I think she does a good job. I think she's probably a stronger part of the film. Joseph obviously disagrees, but we'll come to you in a second. But I like that kind of relationship they have in the film. I like how they kind of both find out about each other at the same time, and it's kind of I like that kind of moment. So there's moments in the film I like. I love penguins, favorite animal, but not the best use of them. I would say making them like putting bombs to their back. Never mind. But yeah, Joseph, why did you put this ninth?
I'll just read my letterbox review, shall I? Baby Boone.
Please do.
Letterboxd.
Please do.
Not even unlimited poontang could make me rewatch this film, which is a shame, because Danny DeVito was very good in it. He felt like he crawled straight out of Arkham. He was uncomfortably creepy. However, leaving the review aside, it was far too horny. It was such a horny film. Uncomfortably horny. Stupidly horny. Why was it so horny? Why was the phrase unlimited poontang said?
I wouldn't even say it was horny. It was sex pest. It wasn't horny. It was like literally.
It was. Yeah. This film should not be within 300 meters of a school.
Yeah.
No,
Like this film should be on a list. Not this list, a different list.
Wasn't the rating of this film originally a 15?
I can't remember.
Wasn't it a 15? I'm
I'd
pretty
say
sure
the
it
rating's
was.
about 15 out of 100
Yeah.
because that's how good it is.
I agree.
I
The credits,
recall
the credits
being
are
a
good,
higher
Paul.
rating.
The credits are good because the film ends.
Credits are good.
Like I know it's
we'll
over.
come to Paul. We'll come to Paul because there's one man who's between us and Paul, and that is Mr. Andrew Grayson. Andrew Grayson, you put this film number 8th on your list. Tell us why, please.
Didn't like the penguin. Creepy as fuck. Didn't like how much of a fucking horny sex pest he was. Joseph, you kind of put it in a really good way. I think Michael Keaton's a really good Batman. I think Michelle Pfeiffer is a really good Catwoman. I think they do take it a bit far with the whole I'm going to have a bath and then she kids on she's a cat. I'm like, that's silly. Please don't do that. The biggest thing I don't like about this film and another film is I don't like the director. I don't like the tone. I don't like Gotham. I don't like remind me his name?
Tim Burton.
Tim
Tim
Burton.
Burton.
Yeah.
Burton.
I don't like that Tim Burton
Yeah.
made Batman an Edward Scissorhands movie. I don't think the tone suits the character. I think it's not even that it's goofy. It just, to me, I'm just like, I don't like it. It just, aesthetically, I look at it and I'm just like, I am not encouraged to watch this. I like the look of the suit. I don't like the practicality of the Batman suit, that every time he turns, it's like he can't turn his neck and stuff.
So
that-
he turns like a Lego man,
Yeah,
which brings
pretty
me to my
much.
next point, Andrew. If you didn't have these films, you wouldn't have the best Batman theme that was used in the Lego Batman.
But this is what I was going to say though. However, I'm basing why this is slightly higher on my list is a big thing is because of the Danny Elfman score. The Danny Elfman score
It's
is
such a good score.
fucking brilliant, and I love it. And that is why maybe one of the other ones goes a wee bit higher as well, because there's less bad about this one. But yeah, the Danny DeVito performance, again, he was probably directed that way, but I hated that for the Penguin, especially now that I've kind of taken in, for instance, Gotham's
Farrell.
Penguin and Colin Farrell's Penguin, and even like
Nice.
some of the Telltale games. He's almost like an English kind of like Cockney geezer and stuff. I prefer that than whatever the fuck this was. Also, Christopher Walken's in there. Don't know why the fuck. Like, there's too many people.
Yeah.
There's too many
But Chris-
characters.
Christopher Walken
Paul. We'll get to that, and that's
was-
most definitely what you're going to do for your entire review. But yeah,
Why you dressed as Batman?
to me, I was just like, yeah, it's Edward Scissorhands as Batman, and it's not a lot of fun.
Paul, please give us your review
And
as
it's-
Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
first of all,
yes. Sorry, hang
First
on.
of all-
You put this where did you put it? You put it number 5. Number 5.
number five.
Yeah.
Why?
I give this a 5. Now, first of all, I give you my 5 quotes. I say, you flush it, you flaunt it. She tries to blackmail me, I'll drop her out of a higher window. Just the pussy I've been looking for. Why is there always somebody who brings eggs and tomatoes to a big speech? And killing sleeping children, isn't that a little, So, in this film,
JFK.
you know...
It's riding the line between like Barack Obama and Borat.
That's such a good
Yeah,
call, but
that's
that's
it.
it.
That's
the one.
So basically, right?
No.
I'm kind of like...
No.
So
you done?
basically, this film is like
Michelle and I,
when you
would like to
when
welcome
you
you to
go
the White
to
House.
watch when you go to watch this film on Amazon Prime, it says it's a fantasy movie.
I cannot hear it.
Yeah, stop. Stay, Paul.
It's a
Paul,
it's
just
a
be Paul.
Oh no.
when you go and watch this on Amazon Prime, one of its genres is fantasy, which no other Batman movie has, and I really feel that because see Catwoman when she gets thrown out and she's basically brought back to life by being bitten by cats. That's weird, right? But Tim Burton, I feel like he has his own style and he makes it work. So is it a bit odd and different? I do agree, yeah, but I actually kind of like the Tim Burton films. Like, I think they have their own style. There's obviously a lot of Burtonisms, but I think they work for Batman. What I think you also have to remember with the 90s films is basically all we've had in terms of media, in terms of Batman so far, is Adam West. So it's when you think of these movies as like dark, gothic Adam Wests, like you kind of see where they're coming from, I think.
I just
because
don't
we didn't
like
have
Tim Burton's version of Gothic, though. That's the thing.
You don't like I was going to say Edward Scissorhands, we already said that.
No.
Name me a Tim Burton movie. Alice in Wonderland.
Don't like it.
Something like that,
Maybe
you know.
you'd be surprised. I don't
Nightmare
think
Before
so.
Christmas.
Their choice.
Actually, no,
Sorry.
Nightmare
I
Before
don't-
Christmas wasn't him though.
Yeah.
It was only like his name is on it. It was done
Sweeney
better
Todd.
by other people.
Nah.
Sweeney Todd.
Anyway, I kind of like the movie. I love Michelle Pfeiffer. I think Penguin is like it. You know, it's a different take on the character. It's not his usual shtick, but you know, memorable performance by Danny DeVito. And I like seeing Christopher Walken in there. It's a good accent and a good character. And well, why don't we move on to the next movie, huh?
Just so that people don't think that we're bullying Paul, I'm more than happy to hear everyone else's Christopher Walken.
Go on, Craig. Do your best
Joseph,
walking.
surely you've got a good. You had a good Arnold.
Hang on.
It does
got
have
a
a
good
good
Arnold,
Arnold.
Go on. Okay, so
Well, you know.
I
don't know.
No, I'm
You
talking
know.
about Batman, and the Penguin is coming to see me.
So, because he's younger, he pitches it up a little bit more. So
No.
he's like, Bruce Wayne, why dressed as Batman?
Why?
And he does like the
There we
quiet
go.
voice. There we go.
Why you
Lovely.
wanna
I like the ruffier voice. That was good. Lovely. I think Joseph wins that one. Okay.
Show off.
Let's move on. And again, we have both Lara and someone else on this
Stop
podcast.
saying
to thank
someone
for where
else.
This movie has
It's
come.
Joseph.
Just
It's me.
Hey, if you think that's the shock, Andrew, just you wait. Now, we are going to obviously get to number 8 on our list, again with 13 points. The dynamic duo face 4 supervillains who plan to hold the world for ransom with the help of a secret
Thank
invention that instantly
fuck.
dehydrates people. Now, this is, of course, the OG, the Adam West 1966 Batman the movie. Now, I'm going to just say from the word go here, both me, both Andrew, and both Paul have all put this film last on our list. We've all
5-match ban
10th.
for Joseph. I know he's back for the first
I put it
time.
at
5-match ban.
I
Oh,
put
sorry,
it at
ninth.
9.
Sorry, ninth. Sorry. Paul did put it ninth because Batman vs Superman was a late addition to his list. Yes, you're right. So he did put it ninth. Me and Andrew put it 10th. I'm just gonna say, guys, we know it's shit. We're just gonna hang on a second because Joseph, I can't physically say where you put this film, so I'd like you to tell both Andrew,
I can say it.
Andrew and Paul. I want you to tell Andrew and Paul, Joseph, where you put this, and the audience at home. Joseph, no, Andrew, let him speak.
Do it. Do it, Joseph.
Just before he says, just keep this in mind. We're going to have an argument about another film very fucking later on. It better be very, very fucking later on. You better stay on fucking track with how you review movies, is all I'm going to say.
Right, okay. Joseph, please tell everyone where you ranked the Adam West Batman film.
Second.
Fuck off! Are you joking?
No.
I'm fucking looking forward to
It was
hearing
great.
this.
It was great. It was so much fun.
Joseph, give us your review. Go for it.
It was
us
incredibly
why.
fun. So, when was this film made? It came out in 1966. This was when Batman was in his camp, wonderfully flamboyant, Saturday morning cartoon era. This film delivered on everything it promised. Unlike a lot of other Batman films that promise a lot of things but don't fully live up to what they want to deliver, like, you know, shoddy editing or incongruent sets or poor direction, things like that.
Save
What film
it.
are you talking about?
Save it.
This one.
No, the ones we've already
save
reviewed.
it. And one
So-
we're going to review, apparently.
Yeah, at 66, I think it knows exactly what it is. It's hilarious start to finish.
Oh my
it
God.
delivers as a kid-orientated film, but has enough in there for the adults coming along with their kids to watch the film, to enjoy and laugh at it at the time. You know, it's great. It's utterly fantastic. And it's so tongue-in-cheek, it knows it's taking the piss out of itself. It's wonderful. And quite frankly, Cesar Romero needs to be spoken about more as someone who plays the Joker. I think his performance was brilliant.
I would
It's all right.
I would like
I
to
the
jump
Riddler, to be
in.
honest with you.
Go on, Paul.
I actually thought of all the villains, Penguin was the one that stood out to me. I thought he was quite good.
Yeah, Penguin was
So,
great.
so I'm going
Penguin was
to
brilliant in that.
fucking throw you a question in there, right? For you, because you've said Penguin, you've said Joker. Let's pretend Craig said the Riddler. Which is fucking which? They all played the exact same fucking character. It was all the exact same.
So, Andrew,
Whoa,
in films,
that's
characters
it.
sometimes have these things called
Fair point.
costumes, and it shows you what they look like.
They
unless
also,
you're
there's
sitting
also
with your
there's
eyes
also
closed.
things there's also things in life called personalities, and most people have got different ones. They were literally all playing it the exact. It was.
It's hammy. It's campy.
It's no. There's a difference between no, because again, there's going to be one that I feel as if we might have an argument about. I'm pretty certain we're going to have an argument about it because you've already mentioned it. But like right. Here's my issue with the film, right? See the first 5 minutes? I was loving my life. I was like, this is brilliant. This is so funny. This is hilarious. It's over the top. It's ridiculous. It's really camp, blah, blah, blah. Punches a shark and you can see that it's foam and like, ha, 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 ha. Then there's another 2.5 hours of this film. This film did not... Brother, how long is this film? I'm going to look it up.
It's like 140. I think it's 140.
Fuck off, is this film only 140? Are you joking?
Something like
I'm
that.
not just saying this to be facetious, right? I genuinely thought that was like a 2-hour film. It is the most there's no plot. There's
It's 104 minutes.
104 minutes. It's
104 minutes.
Mate, it's the longest
145, yeah.
It's the longest 104 minutes I've ever had. Literally, right? There's points. There's no plot. There's no.
There is plot.
There fucking isn't. It's literally,
There is.
mate. 40 minutes of this film is Robin giving Batman directions. He's either in a car saying take the next left. He's either in a boat going the nautical miles are 2.4. I'm like, fuck up. Who cares? Shut up. It's boring.
Call the airport. Prepare
Brother.
the back copter.
Yeah. Like, shut up.
It's brilliant.
We don't need it. You talk about editing and stuff like that. Like, mate, 90 minutes of this movie could have been edited out. This would make a great fucking TikTok movie because I only need to watch one clip and then I can fucking turn it off. It is so bad. And I get it's of its time, and I get that though people look at this with nostalgia eyes, but if you look at the film as a film, nothing stands out. I wouldn't say Adam West as Batman is funny, but it's not in a let's all laugh together funny. It's a how stupid is that kind of funny. And I get that this is what of the time Batman was. It used to be darker in the 40s and the 30s in the comics and stuff, but then they've kind of juvenilized it up for children and whatever. All the villains were played the exact same. The idiocy Like the idiocy of it. I get that all superheroes should be able to be recognised because it's a silly costume and we should be able to tell by their voice or blah 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 blah. Right? See the point where Batman comes back into that room to find fucking Selma Pavlavanova. Like, I'm like, no. What are we talking about? It can't be this stupid. It was so bad. And I'm not saying this just for the sake of my argument. I genuinely thought this film was about 2 hours long. I am so shocked that this film was like an hour and 15 minutes. It did not feel an hour and 15. It was so long and it was so boring. The bomb joke started funny, and then it got to Family Guy level, keep 'em going funny, and then it went further. I'm like, fucking throw the bomb, man.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
the
brilliant.
bomb
It was
bit.
so
Oh
funny.
my
It's
word.
so funny. It's so funny.
Okay.
So
Paul, yeah,
I
feel free.
I think okay. So I'll jump in straight away with where there's a fish, there could be a penguin. It was noble of that animal to jump in front of the torpedo. It was noble of that animal to jump in front of the torpedo. He gave his life for hours. Then what stood out to me was, I'll kill you all. I'll rend you limb from limb. It's 5 dehydrated pirates, rehydrated. Let's get a cab. No Robin. At this time of day, luckily, we're in tip-top condition. Let's run. I'm in a weird position because I actually agree with both of you. Like, I think this film is of its time.
But you put it ninth.
I just because I put this ninth, right? This is based on movies that I enjoy watching. Would I choose probably to watch? Maybe not, unless I was doing like some like avant-garde kind of night where we're all watching movies from
Really
the
bad
60s or
films.
something. But maybe. But I don't actually think this is a bad film. I think it was made for kids. I think it's of its time. It's actually super self-aware. Like, I love the villains in it. I love the humor. Right? That doesn't mean I'm gonna choose to watch this when I choose to watch
was
a
gonna
Batman
say,
film.
Joseph,
That's why I put it low.
Be honest, would you watch this film again?
Yes, I would. It's actually make me want to go and watch the Adam West series.
Oh my god, man.
I would watch this with a group of friends and we're like having some drinks or something. Like I would watch it and that's it. Would I choose to sit down and watch it by itself again? Maybe not. But as a group, like having a laugh, watching it, I would, because it's that kind of film. It's of its time. So I don't think it's like objectively bad at all. Like I like the humor and stuff, but I also agree, like I thought, oh yeah, this is only an hour and 40, this will fly by, and it did drag for me a little bit, despite all that. But so I'm
Just
sort of in the middle.
I fell asleep. I fell asleep. I missed
Just
like the last
to
10 minutes.
kind of defend my point a little bit.
And then he
So,
woke up 40 minutes later and Robin was still giving him fucking directions.
I went into this film thinking I was going to hate it. The film won me over. I had a great time watching it. I laughed. I found the irony funny, the self-awareness very endearing. I think
Second!
He put it second. He put it second.
Remember,
Even
we're reviewing
Paul-
these films about
even
our
Paul
own
put
personal
ninth.
enjoyment.
Paul put it ninth. If Paul put it ninth,
I know,
that's when you know.
I know.
right.
Normally
We're-
these
we're
two
not
fucking
trusting
corner
Paul.
on each other.
Of all the people
Like,
I thought was going to put this film higher, I thought Paul was a dead cert to put this up higher, and if he hadn't, this would be an even funnier list. But you know, Joseph, fair enough.
I did
mate.
toy
fair
with
enough.
it.
You put it second.
I did toy with it, but
Can I
Yeah.
just interject with something? I forgot to tell you guys this before.
Yeah,
We're going to do a giveaway.
yeah.
We're
Oh,
going to do a
awesome.
giveaway. So, in the comment section, we need you to list your favourite Batman movies. By the end of this episode, you're going to know all the films that we're talking about. But I need you to give us your top 5. Let's do it that way, right? Let's give me your top 5 live action Batman movies in the comment section. But also, you have to be subscribed to the YouTube channel. And if you are subscribed and you have commented below, you will win this. He is the
Yes.
1960s Batman Funko Pop. Now, Joseph, you cannot win, I'm afraid, because
Already got mine on speed order.
I get it, I do get it. But yeah, we're going to do a wee giveaway. It's a 1960s Batman Funko Pop. If you would like to win this, comment below your top 5
can
favourite
can
Batman
I
movies.
can I can I enter?
You can enter, Paul. You won't win, but you can enter. But yeah, we're going to do that giveaway. So if you want to win that Funko Pop,
Awesome.
do that.
Fantastic. Right, let's move on. We are going to number 7 on our list now. It has 16 points. We've jumped a little bit, and it gets quite close for a little bit. But yes, we're on 16 points. And here we go. Batman must battle former District Attorney Harvey Dent, who is now Two-Face, and Edward Nygma, the Riddler, with help from an amorous, there we go, psychologist and a young circus acrobat who becomes his sidekick, Robin. This is number 7 on the list. It is, of course, Batman Forever. So, this one is the one that is like kind of all over the place in terms of people's lists. It's kind of like we've got different bits and bobs, so I can't come in order. There's one man here, though, who despised this film, who put it last on his list, who put it number 10, and that man is, of course, Joseph Boone. Joseph Boone, please tell us why this one was last on your list.
It's fucking atrocious. It was all over the place. It had no idea. I think it's because it was hampered because Tim Burton did leave the project and Joel Schumacher took over, and it's very clear because there's a tonal shift halfway through the film. Both of the villains don't fit either world. To quote Jim Carrey in the film, was that a little bit too much? Yes, Jim, that was the whole film. It's a little bit too much. Val Kilmer is not a good Bruce Wayne. Val Kilmer is an even worse Batman. It just doesn't work. The beautiful sets that Tim Burton started with were replaced by neon half the time. For toy reasons. It wasn't committing to anything apart from multiple costume changes. For the Riddler's glow in the dark suit, like his flashing neon suit that came straight out of Paul Sтерritt's closet. Have that through the entire film, please. But I just to quote a Robin that's actually a good Robin. You were overwhelmed. Freeze was underwhelmed. Why isn't anyone just whelmed? I was Freeze in this metaphor. I was underwhelmed by this film.
Fair enough. Right, let's move on then to the next person, and that is Mr. Polly Smack Paul Sturrett, who put this film number 7 on his list. I was shocked too, Andrew. 7th on your list.
You don't even have an excuse, Paul. Fucking Boone wasn't born till 2007. That's fair enough. He's got his fucking
you grew up
Gen
on this
Z
shit,
thoughts,
Paul.
whatever he fucking wants. You were born in the 90s, mate.
What's your point? I enjoy these movies. But okay, so let's see. Caffeine will kill ya. Surfs up Big Kahuna. Wacko, is that a professional term? Spank Me, and Holy Rusted Metal Batman. Those are my quotes.
That was a good bit. That was a good bit.
Yeah, because it's a fairly good movie. Again,
like
just
a fucking 80-year-old man, just like, oh, remember this fucking Boone, man.
Is he Gen Z or a boomer? Make up your mind.
Both. BOAF, both.
I like Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face. Is it the definitive Two-Face? No, but it suits.
Andrew, you're not entitled to. I know where you put this film. You're not entitled to that look.
Oh, I will happily defend where I put this film.
Okay, cool.
Is it the definitive Two-Face? No, but. It worked for the style of the movie. I also like Riddler. Like, come on. We hired Jim Carrey for a reason. We want the energy. The film, as I've mentioned, is a 90s Adam West. So it's bringing that slightly gothic camp energy. And Jim Carrey excels at that kind of energy when you ask him to. I actually, maybe controversially, kind of like Val Kilmer as Batman. And Bruce Wayne. One thing I want to mention is the only thing, and I think somebody brought this up in the chat or something, I think they said they thought like Val Kilmer's lips or something like stuck out. See any of the Michael Keaton ones, and he's in like the Batmobile. It's literally like
Yeah.
Well,
it's
his
all
lips are
you
about
can
3
see.
feet in front of his face.
He's like, oh yeah, it's crazy. Like, but Val Kilmer, like, I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with his Bruce Wayne. I don't think it's bad. Is it my favorite? Probably not. No, but like, I don't get like the Val Kilmer hate from this movie. So overall, yeah, I don't really have an issue.
Yeah.
I think it's not bad.
I'll take over from that, Paul. Yeah, because I'm the next person up. I would put this number 6th on my list, and I have to agree. I actually don't see what Joseph's talking about with Val Kilmer. I actually didn't mind him at all. I thought that he did it wasn't like the best Bruce Wayne or Batman that I've seen, but I think he did a fine job. I have a real soft spot for this film, actually, because I grew up on these films. I grew up on these 90s Batman films, especially this one and Batman and Robin. Now, I'm in no way defending either of these films as like the best thing that's ever been made, but I do enjoy them. I find them quite fun. It's like almost like a kind of not a hate watch, but kind of something that it's a laugh to watch it, and it kind of falls in that category for me. It's silly. I quite like the villains in it. I quite like the fact that Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey just fucking despised each other on set and just couldn't be in the same room. I just love these kind of stories that came out about the film. You know, for me, I also like Nicole Kidman in the film. I think she's pretty fun. I like her character. To be honest with you, I think the femme fatales in the 90s films are actually not too bad. I mean, not well written, but they're not too bad in terms of like, you know, they're fun to watch, I suppose, and their characters are, you know, serve something within the story. Although I did take issue with the fact that Val Kilmer said that he's never been in love before. What the fuck is he talking about? We've had 2 other films before this.
They literally reference they reference Catwoman and the woman from
Vicky
the first
Vale.
one as well, Vicky Vale. Yeah.
Vicky Vale. But yeah, so the one thing for me though, the one thing that put this film down the list is when Val Kilmer fucking smiles. It just looks so fucking wrong in the Batman suit. It just looks so wrong. It just makes no sense. It's like after Nicole Kidman says that she loves Bruce Wayne and not him, and he walks across and then he smiles at the camera. Oh my god. It looks so fucking weird in the Batman suit.
I'm going to need to go back.
Yeah. I'll send you the clip.
Yeah, send me the clip.
It's so good. Right, okay, move on to the film's biggest defender then. The man who put it 5th on his list, Andrew Grayson. Come on, give us some positives
you
then.
had it like 8th. You only had it one place below me. Look, I'm not gonna fuck about. Look, a big reason why I like this film is nostalgia. I watched this when I was a kid. I had all the toys.
Yeah.
I am beyond baffled how you guys can think Batman and Robin is better, because it's not. The Val Kilmer, I'm very much in the same boat as Paul. I think he's fine. I don't think he's good. I don't think he's great. I think he's passable. He's the biggest standout for me in this film. And Lara, give me the one. Clip this up. Jim Carrey is the 2nd best Batman villain we've had. I think what Jim Carrey does in this film suits the tone of what it is for how I would like to see the Riddler. We see aspects of that kind of Riddler in different other media forms of what Batman is. But the reason I say this is because I think if you ask Jim Carrey to be the Riddler in, say, a Nolan's Batman, I think he could do it. I think if you strip that back and we want less comedy and we want you to be more serious, but he would still have aspects of this zany fucking weird guy and stuff like that. Look, yes, it's overly campy. Yes, it's a kid's film. I grew up watching it as a kid and I understand that. But watching this as an adult and knowing Jim Carrey and knowing how I actually think he's a very, very good dramatic actor, I honestly think you put Jim Carrey in any of these more serious ones, The Batman, and don't get me wrong, I love Paul Dano's Riddler, but I think Jim Carrey arguably steals this movie, and I love his performance. And even when I'm watching it, I know it's goofy, but I'm like, I like this version of the Riddler. Whereas when you were talking about the 60s Batman, it was all the same character. That's it. Whereas this guy gives us the levels of who he is. Yeah, this guy gives us levels for who he is and all that stuff. And look, together, I don't think Two-Face and Riddler suit well in this. I don't think they, as a duo, I don't think they're good. But that's more on Tommy Lee Jones for me. I don't know what movie Tommy Lee Jones was in, but I think
He just didn't want to be there.
Riddler's-
He didn't want to be there.
But I
He was
think
there
Jim
for the
Carrey's
paycheck.
Riddler fits this. And I'm not saying it's definitive. I'm not saying obviously I'm right, use it wrong. But I feel as if I could put a good argument up for that Jim Carrey is the second best villain that we've had live action so far than anything. Because again,
We'll come
like
to that.
throw some names at me, and I'm going. I don't know. I think.
Okay,
I
we'll
think
come to
Yeah.
the villain
You
discussion.
know what?
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, Andrew. Like Jim Carrey does steal the show. If the show was already packed up back in the van and sitting idling, he steals it very well. Like I think because from the thing that really stuck out for me for this film is Jim Carrey's casting, because he was in the zeitgeist at the time. He was the biggest comedy actor, and they're like, we need someone funny, we'll cast him. It just felt like a mess of a film, and with a better script, better director, better production, anyone could do better. Because that film was a mess.
I'm not saying it can do better. I'm saying I think it can fit tonally into more dark. I think for what they wanted,
he's a talented man.
for
Definitely.
what they wanted in this film, I think it suits. The daft stuff, again, this is very kid friendly, and I remember obviously watching. I was going to say the Batmobile in this one. I really love the Batmobile in this one. But like the bit where he goes to the Batcave and he's doing the whole fucking baseball shtick where he's throwing the bombs and all that stuff, and you've literally got the baseball music, all that stuff. I really enjoy that. But even the stuff where they're doing the battleships stuff, where the two of them are playing battleships and they're trying to sink the plane and the boat. I don't think Tommy Lee Jones suits it, but for that character, I think it suits. I love Jim Carrey in this film.
I'll also shout out Corey Michael Smith from Gotham, who also played the Riddler. I think he did a great job too. I was a fan of his performance in as that role. He was decent. I like what he did with it, the split personality version. And yeah, I'm a big fan of Paul Dano. Right, while we're on the subject, we may as well. Okay, and I don't want us to get too heated on this bit yet, because there'll be talking points on this later. So I'm going to make this a quick fire question for now, if that's okay, gentlemen.
Cool.
Give me your favourite Batman villain from the films. So Andrew, you said that
Just one.
he just the one. Your favorite Batman live action villain. You said the Riddler's number 2. Who's number 1 for you, Andrew? Just quick fire just now. Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yep.
Okay. Joseph.
The gun that kills Martha Wayne.
Fantastic.
What time?
Paul.
Heath Ledger's
Every time.
Joker.
Every time.
Yeah. Which one? Yeah, every time. Yeah, Paul.
Heath Ledger's Joker.
Heath Ledger's
There's,
Joker.
like, literally no other answer.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw a semi curveball here, and it's
Don't
just purely
throw a
off of
curveball.
the
Be honest.
I am being honest.
Okay.
I'm being honest. I'm being in terms of after this rewatch, I really enjoyed Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul. I think he's a much more understated villain. You know.
Yeah, and,
so
and,
I'm actually going to go
when he
with
comes
that.
back in 3, when he sees the flashback in 3, I was like, oh, they're doing the Lazarus Pit shit, and because I completely forgot what happened in it, but they didn't. Yeah,
Not enough
Which
time.
my
would've been
serious
good.
answer
But
would be Paul Dano's Riddler. That's my favorite out of the live action.
And I respect that opinion. Joseph. Right, okay. So that was just a nice little civil discussion. We'll save the chat.
Wait till later on.
So
Andrew.
right, let's move on then.
I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Brother.
Right, so let's move on to number 6 on our list, and that has got 17 points, so just a little bit higher. Batman and Robin, there's a clue, try to keep the relationship together. What a fucking opening line for the log line, my word. Even as they must stop Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy from freezing Gotham. I, for one, was shocked at how high this got on the list. Now, despite the fact that I quite enjoy this film, from a nostalgia point of view, as I said, it was one of my films from childhood. I'm shocked it's here.
I know Spirit's the reason
I'm
this is so high.
shocked. Oh no! Oh, Andrew, just you wait.
getting the blame.
So,
I'm getting the blame
definitely
for all
getting a
this.
5-match
off.
fucking ban, Boone. I've not even got to the bit that I knew you were going to annoy me at.
So, right. So let's actually go to. So it's actually, yes, it's Andrew first. Andrew, you put Batman and Robin ninth very quickly. Why? Why is it
It's
ninth?
shite. It's
You said
fucking
you quite
shite.
enjoyed
We can just cut in Andrew's reaction on the 100 here for,
Yeah,
for
exactly,
his
yeah.
response.
Yeah.
Lara, can
I
you
was
cut
gonna
this in
bring it up,
actually?
That lad needs to calm down now.
No,
Yeah.
so look, again, I'm going to see it sound contradictory because there's going to be a lot of things that I've said about Batman Forever that I'm going to say that is a negative version in this. I think this one goes too far kid friendly. I think it goes too heavy.
It's all about the
You kind of
toys.
said it about Batman Forever where it's like costume, toy. I think this movie does that even worse. There's multiple suits, multiple cars, multiple bikes. Even the fucking villains, the bit where they're it's like glow in the dark when when it's Poison Ivy's getting her house and it's the glow in the dark villains. I'm just like, what? Bane, didn't like Bane, didn't like Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy, didn't like George Clooney is the worst Batman. He is the worst
admitted it
Bruce
himself.
Wayne. He's fucking
admitted it himself.
terrible. Did I pop a little bit at the end of the Flash? Yeah, because spoilers, but that's because that movie was fucking shit. Arnold's funny because it's Arnold Schwarzenegger doing fucking snow puns, but who in the Alfred storyline? Who cares? And I can't believe this is a quadrilogy. I didn't even know this was a quadrilogy.
No.
Who fucking cares about that old man?
No. Right. Michael Goth, right, has been there from the fucking start. All right.
We can
he
tell.
Has seen,
I know.
He has seen Tim Burton. He has seen Joe Schumacher coming in. Just, I mean, honestly, you know what I would love more than anything. If Michael Goff was still alive, right? Unfortunately, he probably is not. I imagine, definitely, probably is not. But
He was
Michael-
104 during these films, mate.
Yeah. So
for this big reveal.
He's in the
I
same.
would love.
He's in the same chamber
I would
as Nora
love-
Flees.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get him on the podcast.
Genuinely, that's what I was going to say. I would love to get him on the podcast and ask him what he thought. What he thought of how the films just got. What he thought of how the films got more and more just like silly and bananas from like the Tim Burton to like the Batman and Robin. I would just love to see what he thought of that.
He's
and how
literally
that
like sitting there
can-
going like this.
No, I was about to say
I was
he's
just
probably
gonna
like
say,
Sebastian Shaw. When Sebastian Shaw was spoken to by Ian McDiarmid on the set of Star Wars when he comes in to do his cameo as like Anakin Skywalker, it's like so Ian's like, oh, so what do you think of this like sci-fi? What do you think of this film? He goes, I don't know, old boy, it's a sci-fi film, isn't it? And he just goes in, does the take, fucks off, collects his paycheck. That's going to be Michael Goff.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck.
Doesn't care.
Yeah. Right.
Honestly,
okay. So
I, like
we
the
move
bit that
on.
annoyed me the most about
Okay.
these films was how see when it was the bit where it was like something happened and then and Alfred's like that. Oh yes, sir. And then whoever it is fucks off and then he goes, I'm like, fuck off and die. Nobody cares.
How dare you?
Awful movie.
Dare you?
Goodness me.
Also, the most fantastic way of getting through a security wall in this film there's ever been with the password. Just fantastic to get the thing for the disease. Loved it. For our full thoughts on Batman and Robin, please refer to the episode of the 100. Probably, as I think, my favourite episode that we did, our best episode that we did, in my opinion. It is so good. It's on our Facebook page. Go and find it.
That lad needs to calm down now.
But Paul, I am actually shocked that I'm coming to you next. I'm shocked at myself that I'm coming to you next. But you put this film, I believe, 8th on your list. So, Paul, why is it 8? Very quickly, why is it 8?
I'm so surprised everyone thinks I love
me
all
too.
these movies. Let's see. Never leave the cave without it. That's a credit card
Hated it.
reference. Great stems
Credit
though.
card.
Buds too. Yeah, those are
Hated it.
nice.
Hated it.
No matter what they tell you, Mr. Wayne, it's the size of the gun that counts. As I told Lady Freeze as I pulled her plug, this is a one-woman show.
I got a flashback there. I got a flashback there today. Yeah, Sasha saying that line.
I think it's the most faithful adaptation of Bane we've seen to this point. I'm just kidding.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank fuck.
I
was a bit of a roof there.
I
Harley
like
Quinn. That's the best.
To maybe shock you, I actually do like Uma Thurman in this. I like the sort of 1950s, 40s voice she puts on. Let's do
For no
this.
reason.
I actually really like her entrance where she comes in during the party, and there's like for some reason the
Monkey
big gorilla
suits.
suits.
What we did.
It's so weird, but that whole scene was kind of cool. I like her whole voice. I mean, it's weird that it's like a weird like even for this movie, like a comically evil scientist working for Wayne Enterprises. Like, it's like, what is this guy's shtick? I don't know. But
that's
he's
John Glover, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
John Glover
John
who dies at the start.
It's like-
from
it's
Smallville.
like-
He played Lex Luthor's dad. He's a great actor, by the way. He's like a Tony Award-winning actor. He's fantastic.
And he's like pure like Dr. Evil. We're going to make all the chemical weapons, and then he like, you've seen too
Fucking hell.
much, my dear. So
So good.
there's aspects of this that yes, it does suck, but you know, like I like Arnold Schwarzenegger's puns. Again, it's Adam West comicified, like for the 90s, like it's, or maybe early 2000. I can't remember. Is it 2000 or 1999?
No, it's like 98 or something like that. 96.
98, right? So it's just that again, but with bigger and more ghastly effects. But yeah, not as good as Batman Forever.
Thank fuck somebody
Right.
said it. Well done, Paul.
I agree with that sentiment as well. I put this film 7th. Fuck knows why.
How high
uh,
has Joseph got it that this is above Forever?
Right, okay.
Danger.
Again, I'm gonna let Joseph say it because it's fantastic. For
Is this
both
your one?
Paul and Andrew and the audience, Joseph, please provide us with where you put this.
It's got to be third.
It can't be. Yeah, it's third.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Andrew, just hold it for later. Carry on.
Yeah. It's.
Andrew, I can see the math. Going on in your head. I can see it. Yeah, no. Oh no. Oh, just wait. Joseph, carry on.
This film is. It delivers on everything it promises. It is a love letter to old 60s Batman. It's camp, it's colourful, it's unabashedly itself, much like its director, like who was just so himself, and it shows in the film. It's not afraid to poke fun of itself. Or the genre.
God, I'm crying.
It's definitely not perfect by any means. However, I enjoyed this so thoroughly. It's high on my list. I remember laughing at this film as a kid, and I was laughing with it upon a rewatch. I found it so endearing, and because I remember hating this film as a kid. I remember like we would put it on to make fun of it. Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
How the fuck have you fucking... Your movie taste has Benjamin Buttoned. Like, what?
Oh, this coming from Andrew. I don't yuck other people's yum.
Oh,
Grayson.
no, I'm 100 going to fucking yuck your yum, motherfucker. It just
love this film.
It
I thought
baffles
it
me
was
that
great.
you don't like this film when you're a kid, when it's probably the most kid-friendly movie of them all.
It's because I've got older cousins. We would watch it. I would watch it with my older cousins, and him and his pals would take the piss out of it, and I was conditioned to take the piss out of it. And I remember going, I don't like this film, but upon rewatching it, I was like, this was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed it.
It's not, though. It's so bad.
Oh no, it is. It is hammy. It's camp. It's just. It goes like. It takes the piss out of itself. I loved the Bat credit card. It was like it's like Batman's whole I have a gadget for every scenario, and it's a joke. I think
There's
people
villains on
take
ice
this
skates in
film
this
so.
film.
Do you know the thing?
Villains on ice
I think
skates in
people
this
take the
film.
People take Batman far too fucking seriously. People take superhero films far too fucking seriously, and this was such a breath of fresh air amidst the mire of depression that is Batman. It was great. George Clooney shit Batman. George Clooney even shit Bruce Wayne. But like,
Do you know the bit, right? I don't know if you've clocked this, right? See the way you were talking about Val Kilmer's smile? I clocked George... Mate, every time George Clooney got bad news, it's like, oh, Alfred's going to die, and he's just like... He just smiles and like... Yeah.
he does the nice guy smile.
He's literally
like,
he's literally still acting in ER at that point where he's just like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just because the films from like Tim Burton's first one up until now, everyone had been trying too hard, and it was just fun. It was just really fun from start to finish.
Do you know what the weird thing is, right? I don't even have a problem with that. I just can't see how you can have Forever so low and this so high when
that's quite
they are
interesting.
so similar in tone and things like that. And like again, if you go, I prefer this character or this plot or whatever, I go, right, fair enough, but I'm going, they're both very samey.
Okay.
On the surface, yes, they're very samey, but there's a lot of inconsistency throughout Forever.
Okay.
When it comes to like, there was a few odd edits here and there that things cut. I didn't think Jim Carrey worked within the context of the film. I thought he was too much. I thought everything was like, it was very unbalanced in performances, whereas like everything in Batman and Robin was at 11. And because everything was at 11, it all balanced out.
Other than George
Whereas,
Clooney, who didn't become
So
a fucking
you need to have a straight man in every comedy. You need to have that.
Do you know the thing as well that I've not brought up? And like, I know he's a very successful actor. I think he's done loads of stuff. Robin done my fucking head in both of these films.
I thought he was quite good.
I don't care, you Batman. I'm Robin.
I love it when they cast a
He's
35-year-old to play a
angsty.
17-year-old.
Yeah.
He's an angsty teen who
He wasn't.
might-
He had a mortgage and 2 kids. He was not angsty at all. He was
he's racing
sleep-deprived.
motorbikes
I
and he's
also-
fighting the glow-in-the-dark people.
I also don't like the fact that the way they have Alfred, and it's very much more featured in this storyline as well, where it's like, oh, he's Bruce Wayne's servant, whereas I think every other film does it much better, where it's like, no, he's Bruce Wayne's foster parent essentially.
Oh.
Whereas when what's her, is it Alicia Silverstead? Is that right? No,
Yeah.
Alicia Silverstone, I think.
Silverstone.
Is that her name?
Batgirl.
Yeah.
When Batgirl was
Silverstone.
like, my poor uncle who's been looking after me and you're just taking advantage of it. I'm like, shut up. The guy lives in a fucking mansion. Shut up. Didn't like this film.
Can I bring up a point about this is consistent across every iteration of Alfred,
Is it?
across Batman. This
No.
every single one. Why is Alfred so adamant that Bruce Wayne gets his hole? Why are they constantly? Why are
That's
they
why he's not a servant, mate. He's the fucking wingman.
He's a
The
pervy
Wayne
bastard.
line, the Wayne
Every
line
film.
must continue, Joseph.
Yeah,
it must
that's a good
continue.
point.
by hook or by crook,
Yeah.
it will fucking continue.
That's a very good point.
Mr. Wayne, your name must go on. Go Shagger.
Go balls deep. For me.
Balls deep.
For your old pal Alfred.
What's the use in all the
Give it-
bloody push-ups, Mastermind? If you can't go
If
balls
you
deep,
have to
Wayne.
a bloody girl.
Master Wayne, give her one for me. Yeah. Do you know the other thing as well about this
right.
film? I feel,
Go on.
Joseph, you know more than anybody else. Was Danny Elfman's score still part of this one? I don't think it was. Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was.
I don't think it
unless-
was. If it was, I don't think it was as prevalent as it was in, because you could still hear it in Forever.
I
Oh
always
no,
hear it
that
forever,
was
so,
Nolan.
like,
But yeah, because again, that's my biggest take from all those early films. Is the score is
it
the best thing.
was. Who did it?
It was me,
Oh,
The cast is
I
cast is
think
so
it
fucking
was
massive.
Batman.
Yeah,
Oh my
Elliot
God, I got a score
Goldenthal.
question right.
Elliot Goldenthal. I think.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Fuck
Yeah.
this movie.
Right. Shall we move on? So
Please.
Shall we dance?
the next shock is on the way, guys. The next shock, I think, is on the way. Well, certainly for someone. So we're moving on to number 5 on our list. We're breaking into the top half. We're doing a bit of a score jump as well. We're now getting to 23 points. So, are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Bane,
I'm ready.
an imposing terrorist, attacks Gotham City and disrupts its 8-year-long period of peace. This forces Bruce Wayne to come out of hiding and don the cape and cowl of Batman again. I'm, of course, talking about The Dark Knight Rises, our first entry into the Christopher Nolan version of the character, and, of course, Christian Bale's version of Batman. So, there's only one man I'm coming to first. I think we all know who it's going to be. This man has famously said off air how much he despises Christopher Nolan and his films. This man is, of course, Joseph Boone. So, Joseph, you put The Dark Knight Rises, here we go, number 8 in your list. Number 8. So, Joseph, please tell us why you put this film so far down.
It's far too long. It was horrendously long, even for a Nolan film. The editing was sloppy. It was so bad. It sounded like Chris Nolan had mixed the film himself audio-wise. What the fuck was going on with Bane? We had mumbled dialogue throughout. Couldn't understand it, even with subtitles on. The one of the biggest sins. Why the fuck does the aspect ratio keep changing? Why? I get it, you filmed on 2 different cameras, but why is that not inconsistent? Why is that not consistent? Why have you done that? Are you okay, Nolan? It felt self-indulgent. It felt like there was a weird... It didn't feel right that, plot-wise, that we see Batman rise into his prime in the first 2 films and then give up. Why aren't we seeing him fail? Why are we immediately doing the horrible jump later? It was just boring. The love interest was introduced, 40 minutes into the film where he actually meets her? It was just so long. It was all over the place. It was boring. At least there was a female character relatively well written for once in a Nolan film. But bar that, Christian Bale took the voice to ridiculous levels. Like, if we're talking about voices, Tom Hardy, what the fuck were you doing, mate? I understand the work behind it, but like, it felt like a lot of cerebral, wanky filmmaking stuck underneath a pastiche of mediocrity.
Well then, so that is our damning assessment of the first Nolan film from Joseph.
Well then.
So, well then.
Boring. So boring.
Yeah. Hey, all right. Okay. So, we come now to...
Someone didn't enjoy
Polly
Oppenheimer.
Smack.
I famously did not enjoy it.
We don't have time. We don't have time. So, Paul...
Sorry.
Paul, you put this film number 6 on your list, which I actually was quite surprised about. But yeah, please, and I think we'll
Can
save
I
the
ask
Bane
why he's
impression,
acting
Paul.
like the chimney
I know,
sweep out of Mary Poppins?
He's being Bane.
This is how he stands in like 70% of the movie.
Yeah.
So
Paul, we'll save the Bane impression. Just do it as you, Paul. Do it as you. We'll save the Bane impression.
okay.
We're all gonna give it a go in a second. All right, we're gonna give it a go. Don't worry.
I've only got 3 quotes. So I got follow him, then proceeds to shoot man, which I actually thought was quite a clever way. But this isn't a car, and then you have my permission to die. Of the 3 Nolans, it's definitely the weakest. There's a lot of stuff in the movie that I do like, that I could see, this could have worked better, but there's always been glaring inconsistencies in this film that have always bothered me. I've also never really been that into Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. I'm like, why are you two in love? Like, I don't really...
He's a Halle Berry, man.
I don't really see why. I don't really see it, if I'm honest. But the one that always gets me is like, so Bane like breaks him and dumps him in the Lazarus pit, which I don't know is like in a somewhere. Like, I am not sure where that is, but it's like. So he then flies all the way to it, puts him in the pit, right? And he's in there. Suddenly he climbs out the pit. Gotham's there. We've got, like, everyone's going, oh my god, we've got, like, hours, like, minutes till this bomb goes off. Suddenly Batman appears in Gotham. Like, He doesn't have his flying car. He doesn't have it. He's just appeared in the city. And it's like, how did you get from here to there within the time limit of this bomb going off? Like, it's one of the worst, like, inconsistencies ever. Also, like, he finds Catwoman like that, without any of his, like, hardcore bat gear. I know it's like Batman and he can find people, but it's just like, there's a few inconsistencies. I also didn't like the way Bane died. He just gets shot by Catwoman, and it's like, oh, he's not really the main villain anymore. You're gone. Other than that, some other stuff. There is some cool stuff. Like, Bane is a cool villain. I know what the voice is weird. I think it kind of works. I like the fight between him and Bale. I think it's actually quite a good fight. I actually kind of like the pit chant as well, you know, and like that whole bit is just, there was a way of writing that where it didn't have like minutes till this thing goes off and he has to travel from the back to Gotham. So there's just things like that. But overall, definitely the weakest of the Nolan trilogy for me. But there was some stuff in there I liked.
But Lara's got some editing notes there. So
Fizzing.
I'm not fizzing. I just found it so funny when he was just like, he's in. I was like, is he? I don't think that's true.
Well, where is he then? Where is he?
It could be just the outskirts of Gotham.
It's not the outskirts. He's like in the somewhere.
We don't know. Just because there's sand. There's sand in Scotland.
It's a beach. This is like in the middle of a barren wasteland desert. Like
It's in Rajasthan, India.
Rash.
That's
Yeah.
closer.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's closer. Closer.
Yeah, is India not closer to America than?
It's still like a plane journey.
He's a billionaire. He's got a plane out
He's
there.
got nothing. He's out in the middle of the wilderness with nothing.
And he loses all his money as
And
well.
he loses all his money. So how does
Listen,
he
we're not political, right? But if there's ever a fucking billionaire that's got assets all over the fucking world that haven't been taxed, it's fucking Bruce Mintit Wayne. But we're not political.
That's your defense. That's your defense of how he
No,
goes from.
I just found it funny.
Okay, right. Let's stop before we give Lara too much of a headache. Right, okay, so we have...
Lara, keep all that in. Don't take none of that out.
I don't
Lara
see
will
what
cut
was the
that.
problem.
Okay. I've got notes.
I stand with
Okay.
Foster.
Oh, God. You can both hate on the Dark Rises together. Right, meanwhile, me and Andrew are more aligned. We have both put this film fourth on our list. So, I am, to be fair though, despite it putting it fourth, I'm not any great defender of this film. I think it's by far the weakest of the trilogy. And it's as Joseph said, it is a little bit all over the place. It's far, far below like the standard that was set, I think, with the first two films. I don't think the film is paced or structured particularly well. I think it drags in certain bits where it shouldn't drag. It's too fast in bits where it's too fast and it shouldn't be that fast. So yeah, I think that's probably the biggest issue for me. I think it kind of felt like it was a film that I believe there was something wrong with the filming of this film. I know there's something. I don't know what it is, but I know that there was some kind of like scheduling issue and there was a reason why production was either rushed or moved or something, and that's why at times the film feels a little bit kind of mishmash. But all that being said, I can't really put it any higher than what I've put it. However, I do like this trilogy as a whole. I actually, and I know Joseph is going to bite my head off at this, but I really like the Robin in this film. I like the Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character. I like the fact, I love how the film ends. I love the montage. I love when he jumps onto that thing and it moves up. It cuts into black. And it says The Dark Knight Rises. I loved that in every Nolan film, that was how they ended the film with the title. I think that's a great, nice thematic device to use. And I think it was especially effective in that film in particular. But yeah, I put it fourth.
I like
Joseph, yeah,
the
feel free.
Robin. I'm not biting your head off about the Robin. I think that was good.
Oh, I thought
think
you didn't like the
Joseph
ending.
What I don't like about the ending is the cafe scene. You didn't need to cut to them. You did not need to cut to Batman and Selena Kyle.
You just had him smiling.
Being in the cafe. You should have just stayed on Alfred.
Fair point.
That's
Fair
all
point.
it should have been.
Show don't
Joseph,
tell. Yeah, you're right.
Joseph.
It undermines it.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm trying to
listening.
look at you. Hang on, I'm trying to look at you.
Okay, I'm looking.
Just don't point.
There we go. That worked. That's got a more emotional depth than
There we go.
a shot reverse shot.
You need to watch that on the YouTube, folks. Sorry for audio listeners.
Gets on the YouTube. Andrew, I think you're probably going to defend this film the best, dare I say. Give us it.
Look, I think this kind of goes more on. It's interesting that we've got 10 films when I think realistically there's only maybe 4 good ones. I think we're lucky to have Batman as much as we do have it. It's obviously such a well-known and loved IP. I think this. You guys have kind of both said, oh, it's the weakest of the Nolan trilogy. Yeah, but the Nolan trilogy's pretty fucking good. So like, that's not to me. That's not a slight on it. Like, there's always going to be a least favorite of a trilogy, but you've got ones like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is not as good as Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 3. It's still a good fucking film. To me, this film, look, I like Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. I think it's really fun. I think she's very different in it. I love the stuff where she kind of plays the petrified woman, and it's all just an act because she is very sure of herself and she can kind of handle herself and stuff like that. I love Christian Bale's Batman. I think he's the voice is a bit goofy, but I think he's great. Following The Dark Knight is such a fucking monumental hard task that I don't think anybody was ever going to look at this movie as favourable as they should. It's patchy at points, but there's a lot. Again, as I say, I think the good outweighs the bad in this film. The Bane speeches, I love every one of them. The one at the football fields, the whole football field collapsing and all that kind of stuff. I love all that.
Yeah.
The one in front of the is it Arkham Asylum or the prison or whatever. He's like, I give it to you, the people. Like, I love all that. The voice is now so synonymous that it's how he sounds in like the Harley Quinn TV series.
I was going to ask that. Is that where it comes from? Was it changed then?
So yeah, it's not changed, but it's like because they've now kind of, because it is quite funny, and it's funny that you put Bane in these situations where he's like, no, not my plans, you can't be doing that. It's funny, but like it comes from.
Wait, was that Matt Berry on the podcast there?
Mate, I cannot wait till Matt Berry plays Bane. That's going to be so good. Yeah, to me, the twist. Oh, what a twist! I love that it ends up being Talia al Ghul. Lovely callback to the original movie. Honestly, it's not great. Oh no, it is. I would say, it's good to great to me. I love the Alfred. So Joseph, you brought up the fact as well, and this isn't me having a go. I'm just saying that this is where I think about it. Right. So you said, why didn't we see his downfall and stuff like that? Why is this? And I think a big part of that is obviously because of the unfortunate passing of Heath Ledger. There's a lot of stuff that apparently was planned to have him involved that might have been brought over. We don't know. But I think they really lean into the fact of he wasn't the saviour. It was Harvey Dent. And then that becomes a reason why people kind of start believing in Bane and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. I like that storyline. I like that it has that continuity from the second into the third film where it was, I'm not what you need. Or I'm not what you want, I am what you need, or whatever, however they fucking put it. He's the hero that we want or need. That shit.
He's the hero that we need.
My issue is the inciting incident for the plot, the death of Harvey Dent, that sort of thing, is fine. Great premise. I think it was executed poorly. He just is sad on his own. No, like, Bruce Wayne is the mask. Live as Bruce Wayne. You hang up. You stop being Batman. We should have seen him be the billionaire playboy philanthropist as Bruce Wayne. We see him meet what's her fuck Al Ghul, and they become an item, so that betrayal at the end stings more.
Yeah, but the big thing for Bruce, this isn't Batman, for Bruce, is the loss of Rachel, and we see that, and again, it's a lovely moment between Bruce Wayne and. But this is what I'm saying though, is it leads to that lovely moment between him and Alfred when he's like, she was going to come with me, and Alfred's like,
I burned the letter.
I didn't tell you about this later, right? And he's like,
Master
you're a fucking
Wayne,
liar.
I burned the letter.
Could Tony Soprano fuck off while we're talking about Batman, please? But yeah, like to me, there was enough there. Again, I'm being very lax on this. I think it's a good film. I don't think it's perfect by any means, but yeah, I enjoy this film.
As a
I
question
think
to both, to everyone else on the pod, how, and this is not me having a go, how rose tinted was your viewing of the Nolan trilogy?
pretty fucking rosy.
I would say it's
Pretty
rose-tinted.
fucking rosy. But also because they are good movies.
I actually think of all of us, probably the three of us, I think probably I viewed it with the less rosy tinted glasses. You know, I think I did try my best not to watch them with that nostalgia lens, but more just watch them as films. And I think that's probably why I didn't like The Dark Knight Rises as much as I used to. Because I think I kind of like finally started seeing all the flaws that are in the film. I think, and I will say, there's some flaws in Batman Begins as well that I notice in terms
Flaws
of
in the
like
Dark Knight as well.
Okay,
Does,
we'll get there, Joseph. Right, okay.
Does anyone think it's weird?
Just
As a plot point, does anyone else think it was weird they sent all the police into the tunnels? Like all the police.
yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All the police.
100%.
Not all the police. Robin
Yeah.
was still there.
The
Gordon
one
was
cop.
in the hospital.
One cop in New York.
He was the important
cop. The one cop.
He was the
Okay. Right. So
getting sidetracked.
before we move on, let's get sidetracked one more time. Let's have a wee Bane impression off. Come on, let's do it. So I think we'll leave Paul till last, as always. I think let's go for we'll go for Joseph first. I think Joseph, then me, then Andrew.
Is it straight off, or can we use like enhancements?
I'm cupping my hands. I'm absolutely cupping my hands.
Hold on.
Any line you like.
You think Paul Stirrett is your ally? He was born in the saltiness. Murdered by it.
There you go. That's my Bane.
Fantastic. Not bad. I'll go for it.
All right.
When Gotham falls, then and only then do you have my permission to die.
You got a cold, mate. You got a cold.
Yeah, I do. It helped. It did help. It also helps with the Matt Berry, I will say that too. On you go, Andrew.
He believes the Nolan films are no good, but we put it to you, the people.
That was good.
Not bad.
That was
It's very good. It's very
That
good.
was good.
And then, of course, I think Andrew's winning so far. Paul, let's see if you can take it home.
Did you redo it?
Hang on.
I'm out to fulfill the Withmidge destiny. I was wondering what would break first. Your minds or your accent?
Nice.
You know what? I think
course.
Paul was the best because it was the least legible.
Yeah.
The least legible.
Quick thing on that though as well. Like apparently that was a fucking nightmare in post, and they had to like redo it all.
Well, he just redid it. He redid all his ADR, yeah. It was all ADR.
It was all ADR, and it wasn't. The sound wasn't even balanced to be in the era he was. It was so slapdash.
Can I?
No, stop. I'm an adult.
Last point. I love the opening of this film. See the whole fucking on the plane, and he's like, I'm chucking him out, and then that introduction line, he's like, perhaps he's wondering why you would shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane. I'm like, who's this guy? Yes. Loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, fun. Good introduction, actually. Yeah, to be fair, as a villain introduction goes, it's pretty good. I mean, well, hey, it's a fine line now between Matt Berry and Bane. So, I think, in my opinion, I think Andrew took that one, but let us know in the comments, who do you think did the best Bane impression? Let us know what you thought, and we'll see if you agree or disagree. Maybe Paul will win. Maybe Paul's got that. Right, okay, let's move on. We're now well into the top half of the list now. We're on to number 4, and it's only a little jump again. It is 24 points for this film. Everyone brace themselves. The Dark Knight of Gotham City begins his war on crime with his first major enemy being Jack Napier, a criminal who becomes the clownishly homicidal Joker. So, that is, of course, the first Tim Burton Batman film, Batman of 1989. So, let us see who has put what where on this particular film. So again, we were kind of in a kind of similar position, I would say, for this film. We are all kind of middle of the road. I think we're coming to Andrew first. Yes, Andrew Grayson. You put this film number 6 on your list. So kind of middle of the road, kind of towards the back. Is it just your Tim Burton hatred that's going to put it there? What's the reasoning?
Yeah. Again, I've kind of weighed up the good, the bad. It is very middle of the road for me. I think there's some good. I think there's some bad. I don't think there's anything that excels. I like Michael Keaton as Batman. I love the score. The score's the best thing about the 89 and 89 Batman and Batman Returns for me. I think that's my favourite thing about both of those films. I don't like the Tim Burton of it all. That's just a preference. Nothing against anyone that does. My hot take is I don't think Jack Nicholson's Batman, Joker, is as good as everybody makes out. I think he's Jack Nicholson. I don't think he's.
No.
I don't think it's
yeah.
character. I don't think it's something that. Yeah. To me, overly long, overly gothic. That one was that one compared to Returns was very much with a costume, which again I was just like, that looks so silly. Yeah, again I think Keaton's a good Batman. Not my favourite. But yeah, to me, obviously the whole thing going into The Dark Knight was, can Heath Ledger live up to the whole Jack Nicholson Joker? I don't think it's a good Joker. I think it's a good villain, and I think it's a good Jack Nicholson villain. I just don't think it's Joker. I think to me, obviously he's not going to be on the same side of me with one of these things, but I think Mark Hamill is a far better Joker. I think even
I've got another one as well.
Well, I think to
Cameron
go back
Monaghan
to Gotham, yeah, I think he's a better Joker.
Cameron Monaghan's
Multiple
phenomenal
different
as
ones
the
as well.
Joker. Yeah.
We've not seen a lot of Barry Keoghan, so we can't really give a thing to that. I enjoyed Zach
he'll be good.
Galifianakis in the Lego Movie more than that Joker. It's very different. I think it's Jack Nicholson.
David Cross, he's better.
Who's David Cross?
He plays Tobias in Arrested Development.
When does he play the
voiced-
Joker?
He plays it. I think he's in one of the Lego films.
Right. Okay.
He plays
Oh,
the
nice.
Joker.
But yeah,
Is
to
Alan
me-
Tudyk's and Harley Quinn, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's
who he
Clayface.
plays? Yeah. But does he not do the Joker as well?
Alan Tudnik, not Turing.
And Alan
He-
Tudnik,
he-
yeah.
He didn't invent the code breaker machine.
Sorry. I
Yeah,
get
to
his
me,
name wrong.
to me, it's very. To me, it's a fine film. It's fine.
Cool. Right, so let's move on to both myself and Joseph. It's our first time, I think. Is that our first time being aligned, Joseph? Possibly.
It is.
We have both put this film fifth, right in the middle, and the last, yes. Dead Sir in the middle. So I put this as, number 5. It's my highest rated of the 90s films. I think if I'm looking at it from a kind of like what, I know it's a subjective list, but I do think this is a much better made film than the other ones. I think of all, it's got the most coherent plot, through line. It's still not great, but it's still, I think, the best out of the 90s ones. I like Michael Keaton as Batman, I really do. I think he needed a bit more time as Bruce Wayne in both of his times in the character in both Returns and the first one. But I think his Batman's pretty decent, I must admit. I think it's hilarious that the fact that there was like 50,000 people petitioning for him not to get the part because they thought he would never be serious enough to play Batman, which is bananas when you think that Adam West was Batman before him. But it is fantastic. I think it's a great performance, and I do like him in the role. Joseph, anything to add on why you put it fifth?
Out of the 3 Joker films we have, this is the best one.
Oh fuck! Here we go. Right, okay. Are we gonna save this? No, let's save it. We need to save it because
When I say
it's
Joker
coming.
films, I mean like the title film Joker, as in Joker and then Joker 2, because this wasn't a Batman film. This was a Joker film. If you look at it,
Yeah.
it followed
good save, I
followed Jack
think.
Nicholson more.
Again, I don't think
This is my genuine thoughts.
I don't think that's. I don't
think
think that's a hot take. I think 100%. I think the first 2 Joker films
Yeah.
are the Joaquin Phoenix ones.
They
are
both
fucking-
Joker, they're fucking
yeah.
shit. I think it. I don't think Jack Nicholson's a good Joker. He was just playing Jack Nicholson.
I'm
Yeah.
so shocked that the people are agreeing with me with this. I thought you were going to be like,
Yeah.
you're nuts, yeah.
No, I think it's a fair
I think
point.
great villain. I fully agree with all you've said, Craig. I can't really put more. I think it's the tamest of that quadrilogy, because clearly the studio was still like, "Whoa, Tim!" So they had someone was there to keep Tim in check.
That's nuts
you know?
to me that's an actual fucking linear story. All four of those
Yes,
movies.
it's a
That's
linear
mental,
storyline.
man. Mental.
With Doctor Who,
sets
Doctor
great,
Who,
music
Batman.
great, all that shit. But yeah, it was. I think it was still. There were still holdovers from '66. There was a little bit of tonal inconsistency from a bit of the writing, from a bit of like the action and stuff. I think Batman has a serious problem as a whole to beat what followed. Beat what was previous, if that makes sense. I think that's something that Batman really struggles with, just as a film franchise in general.
Yeah.
No more to add.
Thank
Where
you.
did Paul put it?
And very briefly, Paul. Luckily not too controversial. I mean, a little bit controversial, but not as much as I thought it was going to be. So he put this number 4 on his list. So Paul, you rank this one the highest. Give it a quick defense. Let us know why you put it there.
Okay, my quotes. I'm Batman. It's the first time we hear that said. They'll be hot in the old town tonight. Let's get nuts, which I thought was a really weird line for Bruce Wayne to say. Ever dance with the
That
devil in
was
the
odd.
pale moonlight? And the quote I'm going to put above my bed, never rub another man's rhubarb. Just going to let that hang for a minute.
Double. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, now moving on. Defending the film. Defending the film. I'm going to say, I think, best of the 90s. I think you guys are, to quote the quote, let's get nuts, you are nuts. It's the Joker. He's walking into a museum, painting them with his own image. He's wacky. He's playing music. He's playing Prince, for God's sake. He is playing... He's playing Prince as he goes in and wrecks the museum. Like, he's a quirky, nuts guy. I don't know what do you want from here? He's telling jokes, cracking jokes, cracking wise.
This is going to be a thing that I'm going to talk about later on, but can you see Jack Nicholson in that role?
No. Well, I mean, yes.
Yeah.
But only before the point where he falls in the acid.
I disagree.
Because I literally see his face, No,
but I'm
after
talking
that,
about, like after, see when he's got the makeup on and the way he's acting and stuff like that, you can tell that Jack Nicholson is playing that guy.
I mean,
Okay.
yes, but that's also because he puts makeup on his face to cover
I
his
can
other
see
makeup.
Josef's itching to say stuff. Okay, right, we're going to have to get there soon.
Nicholson, regardless, like you've said it before, though, like it is a good performance, regardless of whether you agree or not what the Joker is. I think it's. I think they wanted to toe the line between not going too wacky, like old Adam West, but also making it more serious, and that was probably about as serious as they wanted to take it in that one. So yeah, it's still wacky, like it's still goofy. Also, I do like in this one, Michael Keaton is just straight up murdering people. He throws a guy off a building. There's one where he basically hands him a grenade or a bomb and just kicks him down a drain and he explodes. That might be Returns, but it's still Keaton. Yeah, so like I love that the no killing rule was just like non-existent here. I think it's a lovely gothic looking film. The effects for its time really good. Batman's car, the Batmobile, and all that look great. Yeah, I can see why it's a classic for a reason.
So that brings me on to our next quickfire round. Best Batmobile. Which one is our favourite? Again, I'm just going to do a very quick fire. Andrew, what's the best Batmobile from each of you? You've got all the films.
Can I go later?
Okay, I'll come back to you if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Joseph, do you have one ready? What's the best Batmobile?
This is the one I'm still stuck on. I can't decide whether it is the 66 because of how pop and iconic it is, or the 22. because of how fucking ferocious that is.
Yeah. Paul, do you have a answer in mind?
Do I go for the Nolan tank? Do I go for the... Actually, my thoughts when I just watched the Adam West one is I think the Patterson one is based off the Adam West one. I think was the feeling I got from that.
Yeah, there's a bit of a homage there.
I actually, believe it or not, kind of look at... I used to have I think it's the Batman and Robin one. It's just like all the bells
Big
and
fin in
whistles and the like. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Is that the one where the fin changes? It's
Yeah.
like two fins in
Yeah.
one shot, and then
Yeah.
This one, if that's clear.
I think is that not forever?
It might be forever.
Oh yeah,
I think
that's
it's
the
right.
for your
'Cause
pleasure,
yeah.
Batmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually quite liked Forever's Batmobile. I'm
Forever.
gonna go with Pat Bat. I like Robert Pattinson's Batmobile. As for Joseph's reasons, I think it's just like it's ferocious. I love the scene with it involved as well. I love the scene where it's involved with the penguin. It's great sequence.
You
We'll get to that, I'm
love
sure.
that. You
Andrew?
love that he stalls it as well. I remember that.
We'll get to that.
I
We've already done a review.
Yeah.
shout out to the 66 one. It's really cool. Like really cool. Probably the best thing about that film is the Batmobile. Again, love the Robert Pattinson one. I love that it looks like it just looks like a car that he's fucking done up. Really cool. I'm going to throw a curveball. My favorite Batmobile is actually from the Batman the animated series. Thoroughly love that one. That was big long grey with the
is
like,
that
the tip in the front and stuff.
Is that the one, or which one is that?
I can't remember. It's the one where it's like it looks like a limousine. It's like dead long at the front, and then it's got like a wee pod at the back. Really cool. The animated one.
Yeah, I know the one you mean. That is cool. I like that one.
I like that one.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
Dope.
Okay. Right, so let's move on. We are getting into our top three, and I can tell you that the scores jump again, and I'll give you some clues here, guys. Third place has 33 points. First and second was the other tie at 35 points, which means that Lara has decided what has come top. So, you don't know what she said. You don't know what she said, Andrew.
Oh no, I fucking
We're gonna start with
idea what she
number 3 on the list. So number 3 on the list with 33 points. Quite apt, actually.
Put it in the bin.
We are going with this one. After witnessing his parents' death, billionaire Bruce Wayne learns the art of fighting to confront injustice. When he returns to Gotham as Batman, he must stop a secret society that intends to destroy the city. Which means that Batman Begins is number 3 on our list. Now, this is where things get fun. We're going to see how we get on with these discussions. Now, we're not quite there yet, and I can't wait for that discussion. But we're at Batman Begins. We've got the first film in the Nolan universe. I will be honest, right? I'm just gonna. I think. Do I kick things off? No, I don't. I do not kick things off. I think it's actually Joseph that'll kick things off. But I just want to say, on this rewatch, I was pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed Batman Begins, and actually how close it was for me. This is a wee hint on where I put it. How close it was for me to The Dark Knight in terms of how much I enjoyed it and how good a film I think it is. But anyway, I digress. We'll come back to me in a second. We are going to Joseph, okay? And I can't wait to see Andrew doing the mental math in his head. Joseph put this film 4th on his list. So, Joseph, please tell us why you put this film 4th.
I don't think time or the internet has been kind to this film. Really. It's been memed to hell and back. It's constantly in the shadow of its successor. However, I think it was a very well made reboot 20 years ago. But now watching it, it's very clear that it was just a stepping stone for Chris Nolan into the actual films he wanted to make with The Dark Knight. and Dark Knight Rises. And obviously his plans went to kill her. Like, very well executed sets, costume, props, music. Plot's a little goofy. Dialogue's a little expositional and hammy, and there's the plot is good, but goofy.
Well,
in my opinion.
Okay. 1966.
In my
I mean,
okay, so 66 plot is goofy. The tone of the film is goofy. Batman Begins plot is goofy. The tone of the film, this is a very serious Batman film and you will take it seriously.
I agree with that. Fair enough. You're entitled to your opinion.
I feel that
for now.
There's just points in it where I was pleasantly surprised at how much I did enjoy it. Hence putting it forth. But it felt like there was like Nolanisms rearing their ugly head here and there. And I think it's because he had someone being like, whoa, hold on, let's tell a Batman story here, as opposed to let's spend 20 minutes flipping a truck. Yeah, it's decent. Like, I think I was pleasantly surprised by Liam Neeson. I thought he did a great job introducing all that. I understand why they changed from League of Assassins to League of Shadows. Like, the whole theatricality, love it. Great setup. I just feel it, as with a lot of superhero films, and especially the Batman films, it falls off near the end of the third act. And it gets a bit clunky, and it's just like, we rush to the finish. That's kind of my thoughts on Batman Begins.
Fair. Okay. So we move on then to, and this again, I was actually surprised by where this young man put this film. He's put this third, and it is Mr. Andrew Grayson. So Andrew Grayson has put Batman Begins third. So tell us why.
It's really good. Liam Neeson's great.
It's really good. Yeah.
When you consider where we've just come from, the last Batman movie was Batman and Robin. Like, did we ever think we were going to get another Batman movie? Batman Begins. Cillian Murphy, big standout as Scarecrow as well. We got the introduction of, in my opinion, the best Batman, the best Alfred,
best Jim Gordon,
best. I could put an argument together. I think we've had more of one Jim Gordon than the other that I would say. So technically, I would give it to Gary Oldman.
I see where you're going. Hold on. Let me take that statement.
Yep.
I'll hold it here till we've seen more.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Something to agree on later.
Yeah,
after the big fight.
I think Gary Oldman's great. I think he's fantastic. I don't think he's the best, but he's not far off it, and I would happily concede that he's the best. I wouldn't put a big argument into that. I like the plot. I didn't think Rachel was as bad as everybody makes out to be. I think Maggie Gyllenhaal later on is better, so I get it. But yeah, it's a fun film. I love the background. Again, I've played the games, so that's the Arkham games are kind of my background into the League of Shadows and the whole Ra's al Ghul thing. I'm gutted we didn't get the Lazarus Pit. I thought that would be a very cool thing to do and a very nice throwback and stuff like that. But yeah, I also love the score, and I love, this is maybe it's my second favourite Gotham. I think he falls away from that in the next two films, Nolan, but this one, seeing the underbelly and all that kind of stuff, thoroughly
totally agree.
All that kind of stuff. So I'm a big fan
totally
of Batman Begins, and I think, again, from my opinion, understandably so, it doesn't get as much credit because of what comes later, but I think this is a fucking great movie, which leads us to the next one.
Good save. I'm glad you didn't give anything away there. So we now come to the two men who like this film the best, apparently, because we both put it second on our list. As I've already said that I thought this was a much closer in quality to The Dark Knight than I remembered. I think, again, as people said, that it was living in that film's shadow, I think, for a long time. But actually going back and rewatching it, I thoroughly enjoyed this film. I loved this film. Like I loved how actually, despite what Joseph said, I really enjoyed the plot. I think the plot works really well. As I said already, Liam Neeson I think is my favorite Batman villain in live action. I just love how understated he is in the role, and also love that kind of. I think he's fresh off of playing Qui-Gon Jinn, and that's quite obvious. Playing the kind of mentor kind of character but I like the kind of evil twist on that kind of came. And I think back when I watched this, I wasn't as familiar with all the kind of mythology around Batman, the League of Shadows, all that kind of thing. So I was pleasantly surprised by this film when I first saw it, and I loved the darker tone. Paul, do you agree? Anything to add on Batman Begins?
Yes. So I actually only have one quote for this one.
Can I try and guess? Can I try and guess?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Tell me who it is, at least, because that would narrow it down a wee bit.
Scarecrow.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
Nah, I don't know. Go on.
Go for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Best quote of the film. You want my opinion? You need to lighten up. And then he sets him on fire.
Does that?
Well,
Goofy
hammy dialogue.
I was thinking it's the Batman. the biggest killing Buffy's ever been in his entire acting career.
The only Scarecrow quote I could think of was in the other film where he's like, "I told you my thing would take you places. I just didn't know it'd be places that you wanted to go."
I agree. I think this is the most Gotham-y Gotham. I really
that's
like.
a good point, actually. Yeah,
I like. Up till the films we've reviewed so far.
Yeah.
I think that Falcone is also really good. I actually really like
Harry Enfield's dad,
Yes, I think it is.
yeah.
Kevin
It is,
and Penny's
yeah.
dad. Is it?
Yeah.
I thought
It
that.
is, yeah.
That's funny.
But I actually think he's really good. Like, see the scene where Bruce goes to confront him, and he just goes, "Look, I could blow your brains out, and this place is filled with cops and judges and lawyers, and not one of them would do anything to help you." Like, I think that's a really cool demonstration of the kind of power this guy has, and why we need to spend like another movie dismantling this organization, basically. But I love Scarecrow. I like it's like sort of the, because all of the Nolan movies are like very sort of modern for their time and whatnot. So it was like he's like a psychiatrist, but he's just got the sort of therapy mask. It was cool, looks weird, and I like Liam Neeson too. I am less keen on Batman when he starts delving into the supernatural and whatnot. I like him very much. He is fighting deranged psychopaths, but I like what they do with the League of Shadows and stuff in this, in that they are an organization that take down governments when they feel like they've gone too big or too corrupt.
Yeah.
And so I liked the way that they adapted that for screen. I think there's a lot to like in this film. I mean, the cast is stellar. Bale, probably my favorite Batman, and then there's Morgan Freeman. We've got good old Alfred Malcolm, probably my best Alfred as well. And I would probably go Gary Oldman as
impression or at best Alfred.
all
That's what I thought he
things.
said. I thought that was him complimenting his own impression. I think that was my best Michael Caine.
That was the best one I've done so far.
Michael Caine.
Fuck me, man.
I was determined to do this whole thing in Michael Caine. It just slipped me by. You know what? I was going to do this whole thing in Michael Caine, and I failed you. I failed you.
That's the
I also like Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman's probably my favourite Gordon.
Yeah.
I think he's great.
Is this the movie as well that had the? Is this where they originated from the? Why do we fall? To learn to pick.
Why do we
Yeah.
fall,
Yeah.
Master Why?
Love that
also-
quote. Love that quote.
Good quote.
Also, I really like the effects. My only thing is, I wish there was more of them. The two things, I like the effects that we see from the Scarecrow gas. I think there was more we could do with that, but I like what they did with it. I also like, they never does this again in any of the movies, but I like his calling of the bats gadget. like the
Yeah.
sonar. Like I thought that was
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
cool. The way that whole scene is really cool.
Do you know Joffrey's in this?
cool.
From Game of Thrones.
Yes,
Yeah, he is,
yes,
yeah,
he's
he
just
plays the
like
young
That's
kid,
it.
yeah.
little boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing a good
Little
accent
boy
as
D.
well. Good accent
Yeah.
for some of that,
Yeah.
for that young as well. My only negative about the Batman Begins, by the way, I kind of forgot to mention it before. The editing in this film is really weird. No scene is allowed to breathe. If I was an actor in this film, I'd be going, cut. What? Hang on.
I think that happens in the editing room because
I think it was in the editing. Yeah,
Nolan had like
Yeah.
a 3.5 hour cut of this film. It's the first time I noticed it's when he chucks the gun into the river.
yeah.
He doesn't finish getting his hand back down, and then it's bang, gone. There we go. Next scene.
Yeah, editing is really weird in the film. That was my only negative on the rewatch, I would say. So let's do it. The moment we've all been waiting for. So here we go. Argument incoming. Right. So now, here's to put this into context, guys. As I said again, for the audience as well, these films both have 35 points. There is a reason why these films both have 35 points. 3 of us put this film number 1.
No.
Someone
No.
put this film elsewhere.
No.
And then we, of course, had the tiebreaker from Lara. So number 2 on the list.
No.
When a menace known as the Joker wreaks havoc
No.
and chaos on the people of Gotham, Batman, James Gordon, Harvey Dent must work together to put an end to the madness, is, of course, The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight has come second on our list.
Joseph.
So, there's only one place to start. Only one place to start, folks, and that is with the person who put this film further back on the list. I already said that me, Paul, and Andrew, there's the reveal, put this film first. One man did not. Once again, Joseph, please tell everyone where you put this film.
I say this in the full fact, knowing that as soon as I say the number, everyone's going to stop listening to every point I make. So you can.
I also
you can
encourage
skip
everyone
through
to do
this.
that.
I've been cool with everything so far, man, but this is like
Right,
this
let him say
is
it.
just
Let him say it.
I put this 6th on my list.
I will also remind everyone that you put Batman and Robin third, Batman 66 second, and the Batman number 1, of course, because that's all that's left.
I felt that in my soul, Joseph. What's left of it?
Rewatching this film was a disappointment. It's become this rose-tinted masterpiece that when you try and look at the film beyond the Joker, it starts to fall apart. It takes too long to get to the point. The beautiful locations and sets of the previous film give way to anonymously sparse locations that give a very Tenant-ish feel. The dialogue is rushed through until Nolan needs a punchy line for the trailer. Like you can like the dialogue's like and then slow for the point that's needing to be made. Rachel is reduced to a woman in the fridge for most of the male characters in this scene. Plot happened for
Don't
plot's
disagree.
sake. And it felt like there was a lot of dramatic set pieces that could have taken a lot less time and been more punchy. And I know you're both hearing, I think Heath Ledger's Joker is bad and this film is shit. I don't. I think it's another Batman film where the villain, and more importantly the actor playing the villain, holds this film up on Atlas-like shoulders. But again, the editing suffered, the pacing suffered, the Hans Zimmer score was trying too hard. He's barely fucking in it. And it's like
Heath Ledger.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Right.
it just
Okay.
it felt like every Joker scene felt like they could have been swapped around until near the end of the film. A lot of them felt like introductions to the character and how crazy and how different he is as a Joker.
So
it feels like it was a lot of this film failed on the cutting room floor.
So, before Andrew and Paul shout, I am just going to read out some just like critics scores, etc., just to kind of put in context where we are with this. So on Rotten Tomatoes, both the critics and audience scores sit 94%. On IMDb, this is 9.1, and I will also say the
Batman and Robin above this.
the third. So The Dark Knight is the third best film ever made, according to most lists, on the best films of all time. So as I said, I'm going to sit out for a little bit. I'm just going to let Andrew and Paul have a go. I'm going to say like
Batman and Robin.
I think Paul needs to speak first. I think Andrew's got about to burst, but I'll let Paul just very briefly, quickly. Paul, give us your points. You can say why it's good. You don't necessarily have to say why Joseph's wrong. You could just say why it's good. Do my best to intermediate. But Paul, go for it.
I don't even have any quotes for this one, and that's because I was too engrossed watching this. I'd like, anytime this film is on, I feel compelled to finish watching it. I remember going to see this in 2008 at a cinema, and I was still at that point of like, acting is something I'm interested to do.
Yeah.
Is it what I want to do with the rest of it? And I saw this film and I was like, this is what I have to do, because it literally like inspired me, like Heath Ledger's Joker. And I know that's the point you're saying the film was carried by Joker, but I mean everything else in the film is great. It actually mirrors one of the better Batman stories. Like, it's a mixture of some of the Batman stories, including like The Long Halloween. And the film is actually about three men. It's about Batman, it's about Harvey Dent, it's about Gary Oldman, how their battle against the mob and this almost deity like Joker, corrupts and changes him along that process. It's just such a good story. I mean, even if you were to base it entirely off of Heath Ledger's Joker, the film it's an otherworldly performance. I put it up there in terms of villains, like with Darth Vader. Like, it's, if you were to say he's the best villain ever, I would agree. If you're thinking to yourself, Joseph, I don't think Darth Vader's that good anyway, it's culturally relevant, is what I mean.
No, but Paul, you're not listening to what I said. I think that Joker's bad.
I'm getting to the point. I think the rest of the movie also works. The characters make it work. Rachel's great in this. Great. I mean, we're talking about how
I don't agree with that.
Rachel is a perfectly serviceable character. There's nothing wrong with her.
I am with Joseph on the rewatch. I'm with Joseph on the Rachel character for sure. But, exactly, Andrew. Exactly. That's a problem. We should.
No, it's not. It's a Batman movie. Why the fuck would we give a fuck about
It's a Batman movie.
Oh no.
It's a Batman movie.
I knew this would be the
Gary
issue.
Oldman is great. Harvey Dent, Aaron Eckhart, serious tragedy. I love that. Like, all the
you like that first scene where he does like the biggest over-Americanization of like, look at me, defeat the bad guy in court by punching him in the face. That was a shit scene. Boys.
I like that scene.
Was a shit scene.
I like that scene. I agree.
In the tonally gritty Dark Knight series?
Your Honor, I'm not done.
Yes.
That was a Reddit post and then everyone clapped. That's literally what that was as a scene.
I was
sorry. I'll keep it civil.
I have all these. Right. So I have all because I was fully prepared for you to like be hating on the film in other ways, but I just think this film, like every scene is just captivating, like for different reasons. Whether it's emotionally, whether it's gritty, action packed. I feel like such a I mean, I'm clearly not alone here. It's rated the third best movie of all time. So I feel like I don't know what film you were watching.
The Dark Knight.
You love the bit. Right, Andrew, jump in. Let's go. Come on, Andrew.
Look, there's not enough superlatives. It's been spoken about. It's widely known that this is a fucking phenomenal film. To me, it's not only the best Batman film, it could arguably be the best film made. I think the Heath Ledger performance has gained a lot of. There's a lot of people kind of pushing back on it that it's not as good, and I think it's because it's now just overly used and it's so fucking like it's so overdone. Like I went to a Halloween walkthrough thing with my girlfriend and some friends, and there was a clown section, and the first clown had fucking Heath Ledger Joker makeup, and I rolled my eyes. But if you just look at the performance, I've watched this film easily 20 times the full way through, and many times probably like as Paul kind of said, oh, it's on, so I'm going to watch it, I'm going to finish it. I still can't see Heath Ledger in that Joker. Can't hear him, can't see him. He's not the guy that was in A Knight's Tale. Do you know what I mean? I think we get the bit, like, I get what you're saying, like Rachel's not, no character, it's a love interest, who gives a fuck, it's a Batman film, I don't care. The relationships I care about in this film is the relationships between Alfred and Batman, between Batman and the Joker, between Batman and Gordon, and between Batman and Harvey Dent. Those are the main ones that I care about. Yes, you'd have a love interest, and yes, there's a big twist in this film where we think he's going to save Harvey, but he's going to save Rachel and all that shit. Like, yeah, cool, brilliant. This movie, Paul, I know you're on my side, man, but you picked the fucking worst scene to defend it, right? You go through this movie scene by scene, right? The opening scene with the clowns and the robbery, fucking amazing. Cinema, masterpiece. You talk about the one where he introduces himself to the rest of the mob, and he's the pen, I make it disappear. Brilliant. Oh, it's not cheap, you bought it. All that shit, brilliant. The scene where he goes to the pool hall, brilliant. The scene with the money, brilliant. The scene with the when he's the nurse, great. The scene when Harvey's in the car with Maroney and he's
the boats.
Like the when Batman goes to bring back the Chinese guy.
Blow.
Yeah, like this
burning
movie,
the money.
like I'm not great on editing, right? There's been a couple of times where Joseph and Craig, you talked about, the editing's not great. This movie does not stop, and I mean that as a compliment. There is not a point where you can catch your breath because there is so much going on. The scene between Gordon and Harvey in the office when they're talking about, oh, you're dirty, nah, but you could be dirty, and oh, no. It's captivating. The film is a masterpiece. And I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to shout. I'm not going to holler. He's got a 5-match ban. He knows what he's done. That's fine. But to me, I can't see... I was prepared to come on here and have an argument about the Joker. I hold my hands up.
Same.
All right, he's not done that. I can't fathom the things that he finds wrong with this. So he talked about pacing. I thought that fucking 60s movie was 4 hours long, and I wasn't even being facetious. I didn't know this was coming. I genuinely thought that film was so slow, and this film does not stop. It keeps going. The stuff with I want you to do it, when he's running towards him, the car flip, it's brilliant. It's non-stop. It's great. And again,
when I say pacing, what do you think I mean?
You tell me.
And
no, what do you think I mean?
I don't know, because I don't see that there's a pacing issue.
I think it's too fast. It's because that's Nolan's filming style. It's chaotic, and I can see why people like it with that. But for me,
I'm an agent of chaos.
I found that his erratic filming style was just too much, and it became an overload for me with this. And I struggled to see where he was going. And like a lot of things you're saying, all these Joker scenes are great. Yeah, Joker scenes are fucking brilliant. It's a film about that villain, but everything else kind of like it's jumbled. And when you have a character centered around chaos, his scenes need to be chaotic, but everything else needs that calm to offset that, so you can follow. I just can't fathom how you can look at a movie like fucking Batman and Robin. Like, I'm shocked that you had that above Forever. Like, I did not enjoy Forever.
But again, that I can kind of understand. I disagree, but I kind of get it. Like, fair enough. But this to me,
I didn't enjoy The Dark Knight on a rewatch. I've watched this film upwards of 10 times. I didn't enjoy it.
What about the
fucking
interrogation scene?
Lara's going to catch these hands as well.
The interrogation scene has got to be like the best scene in any Batman movie.
Paul. Right. Every Joker scene hit. All the things you're evidencing are, what about this Joker scene?
It hit so much that he's actually
I'm
doing
not
an
talking about
impression of
them.
one of the Joker scenes in the movie.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Thank you. You're getting what's written down. All the Joker scenes, great. Everything around it.
I just don't think that's enough to like. So to me, like the way I've kind of, and again, I'm not going to ask you to change your mind. It is what it is, and the thing that kills me the most is I'm now going in to talk about what's number one, rather bitter, and that's a shame because again, thoroughly enjoy what we're about to talk about. I the way I balance it is I'm going good with bad, and I cannot fathom that you think there is more bad in this film than good in comparison to these other films, or at least that there's one
Agreed.
thing that's so bad in this film that you would say it's that low down. Again, I realised we were going to have this argument. I was prepared for it. I didn't think it was going to go this way. I prepared for it, but in my head I'm just going, it's a fucking masterpiece of a film. I just can't. I can't see, and I would love to Jim Carrey my way into your mind to be able to understand how you see this film. But I just can't fathom it. I can't see how you can watch these 60s movies and be like, yeah, fuck Chris Nolan.
All of these are about enjoyment. I enjoyed 66 more.
I just don't
and
get
that
it.
cunt ran with a
No,
bomb.
and these are my reasons for not enjoying it.
Fair.
These are I'm giving you my reasons why I didn't enjoy it.
The pacing was the reason.
No, it's stop living and dying by one argument. I'm trying to give my articulate thoughts.
You have placed, again, arguably one of the greatest films of all time, 6 on your list, and your reasoning is pacing.
Sixth.
We have,
was it 6?
We have had, yes,
Yeah.
we have had 20 odd years of films after that. We have had many films before that. I think it's a massive bit of hyperbole to say greatest film of all time.
I said
Or
one
in
of-
that, one of the greatest films of all time.
wouldn't say it
There's so many.
It's
It's art is subjective.
So this
It's
is the
easily,
thing, right?
to this day, the greatest superhero movie, though.
That's not true.
No,
At least for me.
that's not true.
That's not true.
That's
It
not
is.
true.
It's
that's not
better
true.
than Infinity War. It's better than
That's not true.
anything Marvel. It
That's
is
not
true.
That's
It's
not true.
objective
Right,
truth. I'm sorry. It's
We don't
objective
have
truth,
time.
and I won't be taking any opinions on this.
Right.
Right.
So-
it's literally third best movie on IMDb. Is Marvel anywhere close to that? No. Like, we are talking
How
not
many
just
times have-
in the superhero genre. We are
I'm
talking
not
of
arguing
all
that point.
time. Yes,
No,
we
good
are.
boy, Joseph.
But
Right.
this is the point I'm trying to make.
Good
is,
boy, Joseph. Good boy, Joseph. Come on.
Fuck off, good
there-
boy. What are we talking about?
So, Paul, there
He's got
are
his
many
hands up.
films that were critically panned at the time and now are cult classics.
Shawshank
Arguably,
Redemption sits at number
yes,
one.
I can name films too.
It sits at number one IMDb. That's why it's relevant.
But Paul, at the time, critics have an opinion, and if the masses agree, it's taken as gospel. If the masses disagree, it can be argued with. Art is subjective. Art keeps changing, and people's
If
opinions
there was
can
a
change.
movie since then that was enjoyed as much as this movie, it would be sitting higher than The Dark Knight, not below it, not below
necessarily.
number 3.
Not
If there was a
necessarily.
movie that was enjoyed as much universe by both critics and casual viewers,
Paul, I can't
it
believe you
would be
fucking made me
sitting
get to the
above-
point where I'm arguing with Joseph, right? I'm not saying that it shouldn't be. I'm not saying that there is a Marvel movie. I'm saying that it's not easily better than any other superhero movie, right? I'm not, and again, to Joseph's point, I'm not
It
saying it's
is.
the best. I'm saying you could put an argument that it's the best ever made movie. Like, yeah, like, and I get what you're saying in terms of critics and stuff like that. This, to me, The Dark Knight spans across everybody, right? Big Marvel fan. I know Marvel's not for everybody, right? To me, if I show this to my gran, if I show this to my cousin, if I show this to my wee niece or nephew, there is something there that is going to hold them and they will enjoy it and stuff like that. I think it is. I think it's really well made. I think it's what made, maybe not made Nolan, but like Nolan then became your Scorsese level name, your fucking give me another one.
No, go on, you've
Tarantino.
got this.
Tarantino, thank you very much. You get my point though. He became a household name where it was like, oh, he like now I'm going to go watch fucking The Odyssey. Why? Because I love Grease? No, because Chris Nolan's going to do it, and I like Chris Nolan's work. And if you don't like,
Wait, is
Chris
John
Nolan's work-
Travolta in it?
what?
Is John
No.
Travolta in it?
I don't get that joke.
You said you love Grease. Is John Travolta
Shut up, you
in The
fool.
Odyssey?
Shut up, you fool. But yeah, to me, I don't like. It's not even that I'm arguing that it's the best. I'm like, it's not fifth, or so it's not even. It's not even fifth. It's not sixth. It's not. It's literally not. It's not the sixth best Batman movie. It's not. There's literally
Your
only
point-
four. There's only 4 good Batman movies, and you've put this sixth. There's only 4, and 3 of them are Chris Nolan films, and one's we're about to talk about, and I'm going to need to be fucking bitter about it.
I also don't like Marmite, if that helps.
I don't like Marvel.
Like
At
what
last
you
we have a
mentioned, Andrew.
consensus.
What you mentioned about
So,
the universal appeal is like my point.
So,
it's so well loved. Craig is gonna have an aneurysm, so let's move on.
Let's move.
So my thoughts on The Dark Knight. Let's.
I'm not going to Craig. I'm so sorry, Craig. I'm so sorry.
He knew
so-
what he was doing. He was
no,
fucking
I mean,
rage baiting me the entire fucking line up to this list because he knew what was coming.
I wanted that. I craved what just happened. No, I mean, I'll be very, very brief. No, I mean, this is a seminal film for me as well. Much like Paul, it's one of the reasons why I got into this business in the first place. It's actually one of the reasons why I have the career that I have in a bizarre way, because I got a very key audition that had to use the Joker interrogation scene, which I used and did my own way, and then getting a very big part in a very decent film that then has now essentially led to me being where I am now. So I owe a lot to this film, and when I rewatched it, it was no different in terms of how much I enjoyed it, how much I think it is one of the best films ever made. Heath Ledger's Joker is probably one of the best performances I've ever seen on screen. Even though I put Liam Neeson as the best villain, I still think his performance is the best performance in all of the Batman films that we've had. But yeah, let's move on to number 1. What has become number 1 as a result of both Joseph putting The Dark Knight 6th and also Lara making the tiebreaker.
Where did Lara have The Dark Knight?
I simply asked her the question of what was better. It was a tiebreaker, so I asked her what was better. So she has put the Batman over The Dark Knight.
I had no influence on her decision.
Let's be careful, because Lara's the one editing this episode. Now we are
Corruption.
yeah. So we're moving on to, of course, the final film on our list, number 1, the best apparently live action Batman film, which is quite adequately put, The Batman of 2022. Robert Pattinson as the Caped Crusader for the first time. When a sadistic serial killer begins murdering key political figures in Gotham, the Batman is forced to investigate the city's hidden corruption and question his family's involvement. Now, I'm just going to go through where everyone's put this just for quickness. We've got Andrew putting this number 2, Paul number 3, myself number 3, and Joseph number 1, which was the key reason again why this film got up to the same score
why the
as
fuck
The
did
Dark Knight.
And whatever Joseph wants, Joseph gets, apparently. So
He's my little
let's
baby boy.
review the thing.
He's my little baby boy. He's spoilt. I'll kick things off. Why not? I think we can all just jump in for this one because we reviewed it pretty recently anyway. But yeah, I was so pleasantly surprised when I saw this film. I was delighted to see that they could do this. I mean, I would argue it's even darker tone, more grounded, more realistic tone than the Nolan films, I would argue. And I loved the Riddler. I loved Paul Dano in the film. I thought that we got some fantastic set pieces that have then been obviously transferred across into shows like The Penguin. We've got The Penguin as a result of this film, the tone of this film. Matt Reeves, I think, is an absolute visionary director. I think he's a fantastic creative, and anything now that he does, I'd be watching. And obviously we have other. We've obviously got. He was the Planet of the Apes guy, wasn't he, as well? Did he do Planet of the Apes? Or am I thinking of someone else? Did he do one of those films? Yeah. So
he was Superman, I believe.
In what? Oh, shut up.
Superman,
Joseph.
I believe.
Christopher.
No, that's
Christopher
James
Reeve.
Gunn.
Oh,
I just realised as well. I
It's
just
late.
realised.
It's getting late.
Sorry, just to go back. I realised we didn't actually bring him up, and I nearly said Martin Freeman. I was going to say Martin Freeman, but I mean Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman's really good in The Dark Knight as well.
Yes, he's
Don't worry,
also
I-
fantastic. Yeah.
I
Goes
brought
out
him up.
saying.
Yeah. Paul did bring him up as well. Yeah. So anyone else want to jump in about the Batman? I know that Joseph, you put it first, so maybe let Paul or Andrew have a quick chat about it. Then you can jump in last because you put it first. Let's go for it.
I'm fucking annoyed because I've not done this in any other film. There's a good 2-hour film in here. And how you could look at this film and fucking Dark Knight and not go, they could have cut a good 45 minutes out of this film. Look, it's great. I love it. It's really good. Love Pattinson. I think Jeffrey Wright could be a better Gordon by the end of what is maybe going to be a trilogy. Paul Dano, I love. He's one of my favourite actors. Not only is he one of my favourite actors, I love how he is in terms of Hollywood actors. Most people don't know who the fuck he is, but he's probably put in some of the best performances in recent memory in many films. I love the tone. I loved, as Craig said, we got Colin Farrell as the Penguin. I don't think we've had, other than Halle Berry, I don't think we've had a bad Catwoman. I think Zoe Kravitz is great.
Yeah, she's good actually too. Yeah.
Her version of Catwoman. This is
John
my
Turturro,
favourite.
by the way, as well.
Yeah, John Turturro.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Yeah,
didn't
he's
come
great in
back
the
for
film as well.
for the Penguin, but yeah.
Yeah.
This is my favourite Gotham. I love the sound design, but it's 45 minutes too long. It's so slow at points. And when I'm doing my list and I'm going, does the good outweigh the bad? The good is so good that I don't mind that it's long. And I remember watching it in the cinema and going, oh, this is fucking brilliant. And then on my first rewatch, I was like, this is taking fucking ages. And then I watched it again. I actually watched this morning. I knew this was second on my list, but I watched it again this morning and I reaffirmed that it's second. But I knew it was going to be long. But there's just my favourite part of this film is it's detective Batman. It's Batman and Gordon on crime scenes trying to work out who is doing this and what they're doing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a fucking fantastic film. But Dark Knight is better.
Paul, fair enough. Paul, brief thoughts.
I could even classify this film as almost a different genre to The Dark Knight. I would still put Dark Knight as a superhero movie. I would put this almost under a detective movie.
Yeah.
Genre. Noir, yeah, neo-noir, I would put that. But yeah, great performances, nice and dark. I love Dano. I'm really hoping we don't see a Joker until the third one, at least, because I'm like, let him rest. But I agree, a bit too
I think he's
long.
gonna be good though.
I think it'll be good.
he's gonna
I just let's
I really
put
do.
him off till the end. I think Alan, what was his name? Turturro? I forget. Alan Turturro?
Tudyk.
As Falcone, yeah. Tudnik, yeah. Is great. Like, it's sort of good psychopath. I think Zoe Kravitz. I think it's hard to beat the iconicness of Catwoman from Michelle Pfeiffer, but I prefer Zoe Kravitz to Anne Hathaway. I think anyway. And yeah, no, I like the slower pace, but as an ultimate litmus test, right? For like a casual Batman viewer, I have watched both of these films with my mother. My mother, like me, adores The Dark Knight. Could not stand this film.
Wow.
She almost fell asleep. She like despises this film. And I said, "Oh, we're doing a Batman review," and she was just like, "Oh, I hope that boring one doesn't make it anywhere near the top." So I'm like,
Well,
I'm sorry, Paul's mum. Paul's
so
mum, I'm really sorry.
Paul's mum, I do apologise. You can
How
blame
did
Lara
How
and
did
Joseph.
she get a fucking apology before I do? I'm
Because she hasn't shouted at me like you have.
I gimp suited up for this shit.
Yeah, I had to witness that.
Right.
It's another callback to a great movie.
Joseph, you put this number 1. Please tell us why.
It's fucking great too.
Batman is the world's greatest detective, and we saw him do detective stuff in this film for the first
And he
time.
couldn't figure out what flying rat meant. Sorry,
Ratalada.
I was just
So the reason, Craig, I put this at the top of my list is because Batman is the world's greatest detective, and
Yes.
we actually see him for the first time in decades do proper detective stuff on his own, where like gadgets haven't been made for him, technology hasn't been given to him. Like it felt like, to me, because I've only watched I've only watched Lara play Arkham, and it felt like Arkham. It felt like those games to me.
Kind of, yeah. I get that, but
And-
yeah.
And I can see why Dark Knight Trilogy feels that way as well. But I think I enjoyed this film from start to finish. Yes, there's points where you could cut scenes, you could cut things. There is definitely a fantastic 2-hour film in this, but that's every Batman that's over 1 hour, like 20.
1 hour 45, like 1966.
There's not a
Batman.
good 20-minute movie in that fucking 60s one, let me tell you that.
I said any film over 120. That's 104, mate.
That's what kills me, man.
Get off the missile. I think for me, Pattinson is the best Batman because
Oh, interesting.
I don't think I'm ready
Okay.
to say that. I think he's in the same boat as Jeffrey Wright. I don't think you're wrong, but I don't think I'm ready.
from what we've seen so far, I love what I just, for me, that is like you, Andrew, if that feels the most Gotham.
Yeah.
The Batmobile is fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
It's a whole character in and of itself. Every single character felt they were fully ingrained within the world of that film. Whereas in every other Batman film, there was characters that I was like, really? Is that the best we've got?
This makes me so sad because I feel like me and you, Joseph, should be sitting here and gushing about how good this film is. But I've got such a bitter taste in my mouth.
However, Andrew, if you do want to see that,
Do you know
if you
what?
want to listen to that,
the
go
film.
back and listen to it on
Do
the
you know
pod.
what?
We've
Do you know
already
what?
reviewed that.
Do you know what? I just realised I haven't fucking broke it out. It's what he says, it's the things he makes. It's Joseph Boone and his smelly takes. It's a smelly take that has taken away the joy that I would have for me and you to talk about this film. Because again,
Taking your breath away, some might say.
That Batmobile scene.
Well,
I'm
sorry.
if I
I'm
wasn't
sorry, Andrew.
so,
Sometimes
if I wasn't
you
so
die a hero
angry,
and live long enough to be the villain.
if I wasn't so angry with you, Joseph, I would be actually really proud at how you've broken Andrew's spirit here. But I'm like,
Let's not make that a thing.
Why,
Let's not make that a thing.
Why are you mad at me for having an opinion?
Andrew,
Is this a
Andrew, you're going
smelly-
to
Is this
climb
a
out of
wrong
that pit.
opinion?
Andrew, you're going to climb out that pit. You're going to make it back to Gotham one day. Don't you worry, okay? He
Hey,
won't break
mate,
you. He won't break
Let me tell you something, by the way. You'll be fucking lucky to get me back on one of these podcasts. I'm not going to lie. Better be a good topic.
I'm just not being invited back.
What, me and Paul doing a ranked? Fucking hell, I'm not doing that. Right, okay.
An immovable force versus a fucking immovable object, or what the fuck it is that he says.
Possible force means an immovable object.
Like
Yeah,
a dog
that's
chasing
right.
a car. I wouldn't know what to do if I actually caught one. It's fucking great.
Okay, so before we get the final readout of all the lists, let's do a very quick fire round, please. Very quick, please, lads. It is Batman and Bruce Wayne. Doesn't have to be the same actor, because some actors might do better at one or the other. So can Andrew, first of all, well, some of us have kind of hinted at what we wanted already, but Andrew, can you give me your best Batman and best Bruce Wayne, please?
Christian Bale and Christian Bale. But
Cool.
Robert
Joseph.
Pattinson, Robert Pattinson could be close.
Lovely. Joseph?
Pattinson for Batman, and I feel like I wanted to see a lot more of him. Michael Keaton for Bruce Wayne.
I don't mind that. I was going to go, I'm not. Hit fucking Adam West.
George Clooney. Adam West, yeah. Paul?
Bale for bats and dare I say Clooney for
Fuck
Wayne?
off.
Stop trying to steal the controversial spotlight from Joseph. You know what you're
At least
doing.
say
Bale.
Ben Affleck or
Bale.
something. Then that's fair enough.
Bale. It's probably Bale.
Oh yeah, I
Bale.
was going to mention Batfleck, but I completely fucking forgot about him. That just shows
know,
how
right?
good he is.
He's not.
I
He's not
know,
a bad.
right?
He's not.
He's not a bad Wayne, but he's. I don't think. I don't, you give us yours, and then I want to ask you a question.
Okay, cool. I am going to say Batman Bale, but I agree. I think that Robert Pattinson's pretty close and might take over. I think he needs a bit more time with the part, and I will also second that for his take as Bruce Wayne. I think that we definitely did not see enough Bruce Wayne in that first film, and I want to see more of him as Bruce Wayne. I am going to actually give Bruce Wayne to Ben Affleck, because I think he actually had the most given to him to actually try and... But however, there are elements of Bale's Bruce Wayne that is pretty good. I like how he did the more kind of drunk, putting on the performance kind of thing at times, but I think Ben Affleck does that pretty well too, and I thought I'd just give him his due. He had a good time as the role.
The question I was going to ask you guys, and it is to give Ben Affleck his due, is who's got the best batsuit? Because me, it's Ben Affleck. Before the robot one that he puts on to fight Superman.
I like Robert Pattinson's.
I quite like Pattinson's as well.
Yeah.
But I think Ben Affleck
I
is
like
the
his head.
closest. What is it, Batman?
Yeah.
Is it Batman Beyond? The big fuck off, like, Hulk, because Affleck was
Yeah.
fucking hench in those movies, man. Like, I like Affleck's Batman. So,
I like Clooney's
Bat nipples.
He didn't.
with the nipples. No, I'll give it to I think the
Shout out,
suit. You know what? I don't know. I'm
Fucking hell,
stumped.
Paul. Boom.
It's. I think it's got to be Pattinson's one. I think it's
I like his
the
mouth
one.
in it. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
like, you can see his
yeah.
full like chin, whereas like especially the Batman Begins Christian Bale one, it's like
Yeah.
it's literally just this.
All
I
of the
might
cows
give
push
it to
their mouths
Pattinson.
forward.
I'll
I
give it
think
to
for me,
Pattinson too.
Batsuits.
Where is she?
I think one of the things that a lot of the big plastic molded ones ever since Keaton got wrong is they stopped the actor from moving really quickly, whereas like all of the animated stuff, all of the comics, he's very quick. He's like bang, bang, bang. But like Andrew could be really, he'll have his nipple clamps on as well, and he'll be like dashing about.
Can I just give my
But like
negative?
I think
Can I give a negative? I'm pretty certain it's the Dark Knight, right? But there's a scene right where Bale's like this. You're gonna be the guy, and it's just his lips are so fucking. I have to be the good guy because Ravi can't be the bad guy.
going.
And
Yeah,
it's
like-
just his
like-
lips are so bizarre in that.
Pattinson
So
can breathe through his nose. That's a win. Like
Yeah.
no other Batman can breathe through his nose apart from Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. Right, okay, let's do a wee read off of all the lists. Lara, get it ready. Here we go. We're going to start with Andrew. Okay, number 10, Batman 66. Number 9, Batman and Robin. Number 8, Batman Returns. Number 7, Batman vs Superman. Number 6, Batman 89. Number 5, Batman Forever. Number 4, The Dark Knight Rises. Number 3, Batman Begins. Number 2, The Batman. And number 1, The Dark Knight. Paul. Number 10, Batman vs Superman. Number 9, Batman 66. Number 8, Batman and Robin. Number 7, Batman Forever. Number 6, The Dark Knight Rises. Number 5, Batman Returns. Number 4, Batman 89. Number 3, The Batman. Number 2, Batman Begins. Number 1, The Dark Knight. You know him living for last. It's me. Number 10, Batman 66. Number 9, Batman Returns. Number 8, Batman vs Superman. Number 7, Batman and Robin. Number 6, Batman Forever. Number 5, Batman 89. Number 4, The Dark Knight Rises. Number 3, The Batman. Number 2, Batman Begins. Number 1, The Dark Knight. And the agent of chaos himself, Joseph Boone. Number 10, Batman Forever. Number 9, Batman Returns. Number 8, The Dark Knight Rises. Number 7, Batman vs Superman. I forgot you put that higher than that. Number 6, The Dark Knight. Number 5, Batman 89. Number 4, Batman Begins. Number 3, Batman and Robin. Number 2, Batman 66. And number 1, The Batman. So,
It's the stinkiest list.
Yeah, it probably. I think that's worse than any of Paul's lists that he's put forward to this point. I would argue. I think Paul's actually been quite well behaved on this podcast. I would say. I don't know whether,
Again, I'm not saying it's anything
on.
to do with you two boys, but in the time that you guys have been away, Paul has been so fucking pleasant to be on this podcast with, doing
He's beautiful
Peacemaker.
one-on-one, isn't
yeah,
he?
he's so fucking nice.
One-on-one.
We've said
Well,
this.
but, like,
He loves the
good boy-
attention. He
Good
likes
boy
the
Paul
attention.
showed up for this as well. Just before we get the final list, I'm going to put in there as well, right?
Yeah.
I love these three boys. Don't be mean in the comments, okay? Right? I love Boone. I'm like, he's mine to fucking berate, so be nice. But what I want you to do is I want you to go into the comment section and I want you to rank, not only give us your Batman top 5, and you will potentially win this bad boy, but if you rank our lists, who's got the best list? Not the one that is closest to you. Who do you think has the best, the most accurate list of it? And you will be picked out to win. And I'm devastated about this because this was the first Funko Pop I ever bought. It is my Dark Knight Joker Funko Pop, but only if we also reach 200 subscribers by the end of the year. If we're at 200 by the end of the year, I will go back into this video. I will pick one of you lovely people, and I will send you this free of charge.
Fantastic. So let's get the final with mates rank list for the live action Batman films. Here it is. In reverse order. Number 10, Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice. Number 9, Batman 66. Number 8, wrong way around. Because Lara. Number 9, Batman Returns. Number 8, Batman 66.
Is there not 10 movies?
Number 7, Batman Forever. Number 6, Batman and Robin. Number 5, The Dark Knight Rises. Number 4, Batman 1989. And number 3, Batman Begins. Number 2, The Dark Knight. And number 1, The Batman. So, that is our list. Gentlemen, thank you so much for that. As Andrew's already said, get yourself in the comments. You can win a prize this time. And also let us know also other things as well if you want to have a chat about it. What's your favourite Batmobile? What's your favourite Batman villain? All these things. Who's your favourite Batman? Who's your favourite Bruce Wayne? All these things are also fun for us to know and get involved in the discussion. What would you like us to rank
always. Next?
And that is the other thing as well.
What film series, what director, what actor, what would you like us to rank next? What is the most... Because we've done pretty much all the biggies. We've done Spider-Man.
Maybe my wardrobe, for example. Like, we could rank my wardrobe. Would that be a good one?
There is not a bin fire big enough. No, I'm joking. I love your stuff. But yeah, we've done all the biggies. We've done Spider-Man, we've done X-Men, we've done Mission Impossible, we've done Jurassic Park, we've now done Batman. We might reattempt to re-rank the MCU, but that's a fucking really big one that might take a lot of time. But give us a talk about it. Tarantino, Pixar, Disney, DreamWorks. Let us know what you want us to rank.
Nolan. What about Nolan? Let's do Nolan. I want to rank all the Nolans.
You know what? That would be a great punishment for Joseph's list, just to rank all the Nolan films. So
who's our HR rep? Who do I hand my notice into if that happens?
The guy with the gimp mask.
Yeah, the guy with the gimp mask.
I'm handing my notice to the gimp.
I just stepped into my office.
Why is your office downstairs and filled with chains? It's just me on a St. Andrew's cross being like, Andrew, I resign, please. Stop spinning the wheel around.
As I break down scene by scene the Dark Knight and why.
The Dark Knight.
Exactly. But that is all for this episode of With Mates Ranked. If you want to follow Paul Story, it's at Story Story. You want to follow Joseph Boone, it's at Joseph Boone, Joseph with an F. If you want to follow Andrew Grayson, it's at Andaf the Grey. All social media platforms. If you want to follow my good self, it's at Craig Andrew Mooney. But hey, don't follow us. We want you to follow the podcast. Get those numbers up on social media and on our YouTube channel. As Andrew said, if we get 200 subscribers, there's a prize in it for one lucky person. So, at With Mates Pod on all social media platforms and on YouTube. Please subscribe. Let's make this show as big as it possibly can, as big as it possibly deserves as well. But that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Laters on the men, Jay.
You know what I've noticed? These ranked episodes. Nobody panics if they all go according to plan. But if Joseph Boone ranks The Dark Knight anything but number 1, then everyone loses their minds.
Mainly me.
I thought he started off as being Falcone at the beginning there.
Falcone. Falcone.
Why is he English?
That is Falcone.
Oh.